Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Are we on? Are we on? Are we good? Yes. Okay. Hello, welcome back. Good to see all of you. So, before we get into it, Justin, any channel announcements?
Yes. December 16th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Wednesday. Is our yearly Christmas one shot. It's coming out. Maybe people will dress up. Who knows? I am trying. I'm trying to buy this like snowman hat that's like 18 inches tall. Anyways, we're playing Gremlins. That's the gist of it. And then the 17th is our last game before we take our Christmas break. And yeah, it's Ram of the Frost Maiden. So what a wonderful game to take on the holidays. And then we will not be back until December 30th, which is a Wednesday. Also, sometime in the new year, January or February, the Sunday night game will be going to a galaxy far, far away.
Woo!
And that's that. There we go. Announcements.
All right. So, let's see. Where last we left off, the party had completed the trial of Cord, with Ilvem having faced the Storm of Destiny, as the last trial was known, and faced their past, future, or past, a potential future, and an alternate present, which had varying levels of success. But they did manage to succeed at the trial, thus gaining the Blessing of Cord, something that allows them to swap their strength and dexterity scores at will. After that, they left and began traveling in the direction of the Windwell, which is a ancient site of power that they were requested to go visit by Sir Egril, one of the members of the Temple of the Silver Flame, who sent Sid a letter asking, basically saying like, hey, there's this thing. It's in the middle of this territory that we can't really send people over to because we don't want to risk an international incident, but there are people who I've received word that there are people heading there who intend to use it for nefarious purposes, and I will pay you handsomely if you and your siblings will go take care of that. And they, after some arguing about it and deciding that, yeah, sure, it's worth it to get paid because it's been a while since they got paid, especially since they're going to a new country, they decided to head off in that direction. They entered into the woods, where they found signs of recent travel, wagon ruts in the road, or wagon ruts in a path that had been like carved through the woods, which is how Poppy the elephant is able to travel through the woods, as well as like discarded cheese rinds and chicken bones and other just like litter. However, they didn't find any signs of campsites, and Drusilla was able to estimate somewhere around 30 shambling, like stumbling footprints around the wagons as they moved through the woods, but was unable to glean more information than that. They continued onward until they found their way to a abandoned town that had been abandoned hundreds of years prior when the nation that used to be in these lands collapsed. They did some exploring, wandered around. Drusilla found some coins with an unfamiliar symbol stamped onto them. That, because most coins are stamped with the nation that they come from, and these ones appear very old and stamped with one that nobody recognized. As well as a gold bar. Ilvem managed to find a jewelry box filled with old tarnished jewelry, and Hannibal was able to find some honey and 12 bottles of wine, 4 of which were still good. If you wanted to know how bad the other 8 are, well, Drew found out when she drank some and immediately went and started throwing up in the bushes. She then came back, rolled real bad on some con saves, ended up with food poisoning for the rest of the day, and just to help her sleep, Hannibal punched her in the side of the head. When that didn't work, Ilvem and Hannibal both together teamed up to choke her unconscious, failed a medicine check, dropped her to 0 hit points, and then as she started dying, Hannibal failed a medicine check to stabilize her, and then she rolled a nat 1 on her death save, and Ilvem saved the day by keeping her from dying with a healing spell. And then they continued on the road. As they approached the end of the canyon, or the end of the valley they're in that narrows into a canyon, they were they came across a deer which stood in front of them in the middle of the road. As they approached the deer, 8 firbolgs appeared just out of thin air, just appeared on the gully around them that they were traveling through, and the deer stood up in the very hunched form of an very old firbolg woman with a gnarled cane of wood that just kind of grew up out of the ground into her hand, and she's wearing a robes of greens and browns with like a moss blanket over her hunched back. And that is where we are going to pick up. So she's appeared in front of all of you, peers up at the top of this strange creature that is standing in front of her, and just looks at all of you and says, "Do you have anything to do with the trespassers in these woods?"
No.
No.
She like walks forward a little bit with her cane, moving slowly, comes up, and then just like peers up at Poppy, like looks down at her. Poppy shifts a little bit. "Well, you don't have the same stink on you that they left as they passed through, so you're at the very least not in the same group."
What kind of stink?
Yeah, what?
Stink of unnatural magics that shouldn't be, well, it shouldn't be anywhere in my woods anyway.
Do you want us to deal with them for you?
Well, that depends on who you are and what you're doing here.
Hello.
Drew is still horribly food poisoned, by the way.
She tries to stand up, but she's like, "Oh, fuck." Drusilla will offer a greeting in Druidic to confirm her suspicion. Just like,
She will-
"Hello, friend."
What does Druidic sound like?
I think Druidic is like specifically a written thing.
Oh,
No, I think it's a spoken language.
It's a spoken thing.
Yeah.
I want it to sound like Entish.
I assume it sounds like a combination between like Entish and animal noises, and like some just like, and then like, and like Entish animal noises and like probably like a little bit of just Sylvan woven through for like some connective tissue for like grammar and things
so
like that.
They're not barking at each other.
Oh, this isn't the 6th grade Wolf RP, Justin.
It should be.
Yeah. So it is you can speak the language and you can use it to leave hidden messages, is what it says.
Mm.
So cool. She'll respond in Druidic. I see. Good to see another of our kind here. I take it that means you're more trustworthy than I originally thought, though. Are you feeling all right?
I've felt better. If the green one offers you wine, don't take it. Said in Druidic.
Mm-hmm. Are you sick, child?
I'm not a child, but yes, I am sick.
Apologies. To me, most living creatures are. And she leans over, she places a hand on Poppy's trunk and just like leans in and whispers something. Poppy's ear like twitches, and then her trunk just kind of hooks. The old one just puts a foot up on Poppy's trunk, and Poppy just like lifts her up.
Iconic. Love that. Super fucking cool.
Oh my god.
And then she like Poppy like brings her up so she's about level with the saddle, and she's just like, come closer, I can take care of that.
Oh hell yeah, I'm getting close.
All right.
So, hi, hello.
She reaches out, she's got the cane in her hand, the walking stick in her hand that she made, and she's like got one arm wrapped around or like placed on Poppy's head. She just leans forward and just like kind of just pokes Drew in the forehead with the top of the walking stick. Is going to cast Restoration to remove the poisoned condition.
God bless his grandma.
They just like, it's like, because you feel warm and cold at the same time, and just achy and uncomfortable, and you have a headache, and like your stomach is in knots, and it's like from the point where the walking stick just like touches you between like right up on the forehead between the eyes, you can feel like almost just like a cool, comfortable sensation just wash across your forehead as the headache just like vanishes and then just like moves, like extends its way down the rest of you. Like your stomach relaxes, the aches just vanish, and it just feels like just like a nice cool dip in a fresh spring that just washes away all of the ills of that horrible several hundred-year-old spoiled wine.
Thank you. I suppose introductions are in order.
It would probably be helpful for all of us referring to each other. You may call me Odysseus.
Adidas?
Odysseus.
Adidas. Okay.
Odysseus, child, I'm the old one with the bad hearing.
I'm reading Adidas.
Me too.
The curse of being a DM.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I am Drusilla, daughter of Kaelin. Is there any recognition in her face when I say my mom's name?
Yeah, she does like the whole like nod, like nice to meet you, but when you say daughter of Kaelin, she's just like, I see.
Do you know my mother?
I can't say I know her personally, but I know of her. I understand she resided in woods not far from here for quite some time.
Do you know in which direction?
She turns and points basically back the way you came. Just, ways to the north, close to the mountains.
Okay. All right. This is Ilvem and Hannibal and Sid and Xanorn.
Hello.
And Moloch.
And Moloch, yes. And this is Poppy.
Nice to meet you, Poppy. It's like pats Poppy on the head. Yes, I've heard tell of the of a woman bearing that name, who friend to the firbolg people, that firbolg and Goliath alike, that passed through her domain. I've heard no specific stories, though I've just heard tell of her significant power and respect for the land.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty great, isn't she?
So what brings you along this path?
We got a letter to deal with some people at a place called the Windwell.
Well, then perhaps you are here for the intruders after all, but for a much more preferable purpose. This path leads... That is where this path leads to. The one that they have carved through this forest. Presumably that is where they're heading, and these are the one and the same that you're tracking. Yes.
Is this all happening in Druidic, or have we swapped over to Common yet?
Oh, good question. Drew, she'd be following Drew's lead, so...
I just don't know if I'm just like nodding along dumbly,
Yeah.
you know? This big old bard smile, really trying to look as charming as possible. Like,
I think at this
please
point,
don't attack us.
At this point, Drew realizes she's still in Druidic, and then is like, "Oh shit!"
Ilvem,
And then
what
we'll
does they
continue.
say? What's
I don't
happening?
know.
Are we going to
I have
die?
no idea.
Hello, I am Hannibal.
Don't do that. Don't talk like that.
Okay.
Hannibal.
You would have heard Drew introduce all of you because names don't translate.
Yeah.
So like there would have been like something Druidic Hannibal, something Druidic
So they
Ilvem,
could have
something
said
Druidic Sid.
That she wants to cook us.
Hannibal, Ilvem, Sid, Xanorn. This is Adidas.
Odysseus again.
Odysseus, lovely name.
Very good name.
Thank you.
You are nice.
She knows my mom.
Oh, is her mom evil?
I've heard no stories of evil from her, but
I mean, definitely morally
to say?
great for the whole gift thing, but
I was just asking Drusilla here what brings you to these woods, and she was telling me you come tracking the ones who seek the Windwell.
Yes, that is us.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
we are here to save things.
I mean, save, perhaps a stretch. Murder, almost definitely.
Well, if your
We're here
goal
to
is,
get rid of a problem and get paid. That's what we're here for.
well, if your goal is their removal, then we are happy for your presence. It's getting dark. It'll be getting dark soon. We have a camp a little ways away. Would you like to join us for a meal
Yes.
and perhaps a rest?
Yes.
All right. Well, just come along and follow me. And she is just gonna like pat Poppy and whisper something to her again, and Poppy just lets her down to the ground. And all right, well, this band of mine has been patrolling these woods and keeping an eye on these intruders. So we have a camp a little ways near a creek and waterfall nearby for fresh water. We have food we can share, and I'll perhaps speak to you more about this errand you're on and what brings you here.
Right.
All right. Oh. I see you. Your mount is quite sizable. Well, I will have to do something about that for the. All right. Well, she turns basically just. You're kind of heading in a southeastern direction, so she turns you a little bit more straight east, off the path. But as she turns the path, she just like waves her hand. You can recognize the casting of a spell. And then she, just looking in the direction of looking in the direction she wants to go, she just speaks and said, could you please make way for us? And the trees in that area just kind of like lean and bend, and their branches just kind of like pull back and bend away into just like a tunnel moving forward.
Drusilla is like heart eyes at this old druid right now.
All right, well, come along then. And she starts making her way along this new path that she's formed.
Drusilla's gonna turn back to the outside. Do you think I could learn to do that?
Drusilla, make me a nature check real quick.
No, it's not fire-based.
Yeah, you're fucked. You can't do it.
Natural 20 for a 24, Peach.
Okay, yeah, that was that. Basically, she's just using speak with plants, basically.
I could learn to do it.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be. It seems that the plants here do respond to her like in a greater capacity, a little bit. But like, actually, no. You could actually, yeah, you could do this. You could actually do this right now if you had the spell. It's a 3rd level spell. So yeah, so she's just like, as she's walking, no, it is a greater capacity because it has a 30. When you cast it as a 30-foot radius, it seems like this has a greater duration for her due to some connection to these woods. So as you're walking along, she just keeps speaking, and the trees ahead of you keep parting, and then like if you turn around and look behind, they just like go right back to where they were originally. So there's like no sign of your passage. Like undergrowth and shrubs that leaned out of the way even just like come and cover up your tracks, so there is no sign of your passage whatsoever.
This is so cool.
She leads you through the woods for a little bit, maybe like an hour, and then eventually you can see that things open up. You can hear the very faint. You're getting closer to one of the walls of the valley. You can see that there's kind of just like a rocky path leading down this wall, that water is running down in a not like a full river, like a stream-sized waterfall, basically, that's just coming from very high up, tumbling off these rocks. So it's pretty much just a spray of water coming down onto a rocky creek bed that then just like kind of collects down and then snakes away into the woods. And you can see a fairly large flat rock that juts out over the stream just next to the waterfall, where there are several tents set up and what looks to be a camp, and a couple more firbolgs standing by, keeping watch and cooking up some food. And the eight that were surrounding you kind of stayed around you the whole time and just like moved through the woods quietly on either side of like the path that was made for you. Just, all right, well, we've arrived, so make yourselves comfortable, and we can speak more of this. When you're ready, I'll just be having a seat up by the fire.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. She makes her way off towards the campsite.
I'm looking for Rule on something real quick.
God, she is
Drew.
the coolest.
You seem pretty into her. Do you want help being more charming so you can make her like you more? Maybe she could take you under her ring. You know, you could have like a mentor.
She already likes me.
She could like you more. She may like you now, but she hasn't offered to be your mentor. I could make you more charming so that maybe she'd take you on.
This is a good idea.
It's great to learn from as many masters as you can.
Speaking of masters, I'm going to cast Sending because I prepared that for the day instead of Anime Dead. And I'm going to talk to Master Grantar. Or not Grantar, no.
Interesting choice.
No! Master...
Daddy?
Yeah. Fuck you. I'm coming to kill you. No. I could cast Sending and talk to Drew's mom. But I'm not. I'm going to cast Sending and try to talk to Master Varro.
Okay. What are you going to say?
25 words, right? So.
Yep.
Hello, Master Varro. First time casting this. Hello. We are going to the Windwell. Have you heard of it? I love you.
Good to you get back these words here. Good to hear from you, Hannibal. Well done on the new spell. Can't say I have. Sounds interesting. Take plenty of notes.
Good. Okay. So yeah, Ilvem, Drusilla, I can talk to anybody, no matter how far away they are. I can send them a message. Do you want me to talk to anybody?
God, no.
Maybe Mirth? I can be like, hey Mirth.
Oh, maybe like a little message to Mirth. Let him know we're doing okay. We haven't died or anything.
Okay, I have 25 words. What should I say?
Ask him how his husband's doing.
Okay.
Tell him we miss and love him.
Okay. I'm gonna cast.
Ask him if the Onyx cat's burnt down.
Okay.
Don't ask him that.
I'm not gonna ask that. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my last third full spell slot and cast Sending again.
Okay.
They go, hello, Merce. It's me, Hannibal. We are just wondering how you are doing and how is your husband? Is Onyx Cat doing well? Bye.
Oh, Hannibal, good to hear from you. Onyx Cat is doing just fine. Felder is a worrywart as usual. But I think that if
I just relay as I'm being told. I just relay every word as it comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the message from Merce. I don't think say understands. I don't know. Anyways, they're fine. I can contact anyone I'm familiar with this spell.
Oh, that you're familiar with? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And there's a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive if I try to cast it to somebody on another plane of existence. So I could realistically.
What?
I could send a mess. I could speak to Aja or Reggie and try to figure out where they are and what they're up to. I should have done that instead of talking to Merce. Oops. Some other time. Tomorrow, maybe. Or, no. Some other time.
I could also put out some feelers for them if you'd like. Next time we're in a city.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on Drew for Charisma.
Okay.
What does that do?
It gives you advantage on all Charisma checks for the next hour. It like realistically won't actually do that much to go talk, but flavor-wise, I think it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go speak to Adidas?
Adhesus.
Thesis.
Showing respect to elders is very important, and step one of that is saying their name correctly. Remember that. That's a lesson to jot down in your brain notebooks. Adhesus.
A thesis.
D.
A D.
Sis.
Sis.
Adhesus.
Adidas.
I'm leaving.
I'm gonna go talk to Adhesus.
Okay.
Just
So you head up the
slide down Poppy.
Yeah, you kind of head up like this little hill that goes up to this flat rock where you can see there's a couple of very like dense, gnarled, hardy-looking trees that have like are growing up out of and around these rocks, and it looks like that they have basically, in a way that kind of stands out as not terribly natural. The branches of these trees, it looked as though they have grown into like a woven roof over their campsite, basically. Like they've all just kind of grown in this canopy that knits together. Looks like it would be like pretty much if it rained, it looked like no rain would pretty much land on this campsite. And the whole top of this rock is covered in a thick bed of moss. So like there's no you don't see any like bedrolls or anything out. It looks like the ground is just comfortable enough that they could just lay down and it would be fine. And Adhesus is sitting on a little stool, stooped over, and she's currently using her walking stick with a like very old looking iron kettle and just like setting it on a hook over the fire to start boiling.
I'm
all
gonna
right.
sit crisscross right beside her.
Well, come join me at the fire. It's a chilly day in the woods. Come get warm. Come get warm. So you're here to investigate the intruders at the Windwell. So, well, tell me what do you know of what do you know of this? What do you know of these intruders? What do you know of the well itself?
It's windy.
It's
Well, that it is.
not the people that are there aren't supposed to be there.
You're not wrong about that.
The only thing we really know about the Windwell so far is that it's a place of great power and that the people there are trying to corrupt it for their own use, but it's not easily corruptible.
All right.
When
Well,
did we learn that?
It was in the letter.
Oh,
well, you're not wrong that the Windwell is a powerful place. It is a font of pure elemental energy on the material plane. Pure energy of the element of air, as you would guess.
I was gonna guess fire.
I was hoping it was fire.
However, it has no connection to the elemental plane of air itself. The elemental planes are places of great imbalance, worlds with only one element, as unnatural as that is, that attempt to create a facsimile of the greater, of the material plane itself. Elemental plane of fire contains trees made of flame, lava, and nothing but lava and rock and fire, as far as the eye can see.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
As a pale imitation of the world as we know it, and the Windwell is one such nexus of elemental power, natural elemental power, on the material plane. The four elements working together in harmony to create everything we see here.
Wait, so there's 3 other of these very powerful sites connected to the 3 other planes of elements?
Presumably, yes. I don't know that
Where's
many.
the fire one?
I can't say I know.
Probably in a volcano.
Super cool. That's so cool. That's so
I
fucking
need to find the fire one. I need to go to the fire one, everybody.
If we want to read up on the planes later, I do have a book about the planes.
All I can tell
I'm
you is,
freaking out. This is super cool.
all I can tell you is that the well itself is as old as the world is. It's as old as the world is. It was a place intrinsic in its creation, though now it serves, well, it's a vestigial remnant of the origins of the world, and is just a place of great power now. There should be no concern for the well. It is nigh indestructible. It is, again, how to describe it? It is a consequence of the plane itself. One could not destroy or change it if they tried. You would have an easier time destroying or changing the entire world. Though if they have desire to use its power for nefarious purposes, I could see one doing that. As I said, it's a place of great power, so if they wish to use it as a source, that could be done.
So, theoretically, what would happen if one of us tried to harness the power of the Windwell?
Well, the power is not easily harnessed. One would have to spend a great deal of time using. Would have to use a great amount of time and magics to condense the energy into something harnessable. But I couldn't say what would happen. I've never heard of anyone doing so.
Imagine having a weapon created with the power of the Windwell.
That seemed like a lot of time. Is there a quicker way to do that?
Say I know. I don't know anyone who's tried.
I'll
It's
get
like a
back to
glaive.
you on that
You
one.
do now.
I'd call it the tornado glaive.
I'd call it the.
Gonna harness the power of the Windwell.
Are you sure you want to do? Why wouldn't you want to harness the power of the firewell?
Well, think about it. If I can harness the power of the Windwell, then fire is going to be so much easier and I could spread it. You know?
Before you said that I was on board with you harnessing the power of the Windwell, but now I'm not as on board with it.
But just think, if I have the power, I could give you your hurricane or tornado glaive.
I'm back on board with it.
What about fire fists?
A fire tornado!
I mean, that's easy to do. I could probably do that.
All I'm saying is that this is giving me such massive Final Fantasy Crystal vibes, and I am fully nerding out over here. I'm having a great time. I love this little bit of lore. I'm so glad we got it. I'm so glad we're here.
What if? Okay, so I have a spell that can summon animals. What if I make a tornado and put sharks in it?
What if? What if, indeed?
So, Odysseus,
Yes.
I have been studying the planes a little bit.
Hmm.
Are there wells of power that are linked to the para-elemental planes? Like the plane of ice and stuff?
Mm, not as much. And she at this point she like the kettle is you've been talking for long enough. The kettle has started to boil, so she like uses her walking stick to pull it off the fire, and starts pouring it and making tea in some cups that she has set out with like tea leaves set at the bottom. And as she's talking, she starts handing them out to each of you. Well, not as such. The para-elemental planes, as you called them, are less planes unto themselves and more just the borders between where the other elemental planes butt up against each other.
So there could be like a para-elemental plane of mud.
Mm-hmm. In theory, yes.
Interesting.
I will not be drinking the tea.
Okay.
I sniff it.
Yeah, it smells very. Well, actually, it smells very minty.
I don't know if I want to drink the tea now.
Drinking it. Just
Yeah, it's just like
yeah, sip.
brew. It's just like basically herbal mint tea.
I don't trust people when they give me a drink.
Smart. I'm still gonna drink it.
I trust this woman wholeheartedly. If she says you gotta die, like it's my time. Like
That's
she
fair.
knows best.
Okay, verse it.
If
Yep.
you insist.
I'll drink some of it. Oh, minty.
Well,
You know, I could have used some of this after the wine you gave me.
Don't know what you're speaking of.
Yeah. Yeah. The wine that you know, was the reason you two almost killed me.
Don't recall this moment.
You choked me out. How do you not recall that?
I have a very fleeting memory.
Still not over that.
I don't even remember who Ilvem is half the time.
It's fair, I'm quite forgettable.
No, you're not. You're easily the most memorable of us, next to Hannibal.
Stop it.
Why am I memorable?
Because you look like that.
I was going to say because you go around asking parents if their children want to go out to the edge of town and meet an elephant, and have gotten the authorities suspicious of us on multiple occasions.
Once.
I think it's been at least 3 times.
Remember that time you got arrested by the chimeras?
I don't know, actually.
I do.
Remember that time you got kicked out of a motel or a inn for like spreading poop around?
Nope.
What I'm saying is you're very memorable, Hannibal. Sid and I are probably the most forgettable of the group.
Yeah. Okay.
well, this has been interesting. So then, your intention is to go to the well and clear out whoever is currently occupying it?
Yes.
Well, I'll
Yes.
appreciate that. They've made quite a mess of. Well, they've made quite a mess of this whole place, so I'm eager to see them gone.
Can you tell us more about them?
Yes, and do you
What
have a
can they do?
and do you have a preferred method on how they go away?
Well, I was whatever means you remove them
Crispy.
via,
Crispy.
if that works for you. And I don't know much about them. We stayed at our distance until we could learn more, and then by the time we by the time any time would have passed enough that we would have learned more about them, they had already passed into the Windwell, and we had elected not to follow them.
Interesting.
I would much rather clean up the woods and remove signs of their passing than, well, mourn any of my dead fellows here that may fall in a confrontation.
Not good.
No.
Wait, so how many of them are there? Because we're only 5.
Quite a few. Drusilla's the one that got that information. Drusilla got approximately like 30 footprints.
Yeah, did I not share that? There's about 30 of them.
That's fine. Just cluster them all
That's
together.
a lot.
Clusters them all together and fireball.
Wait, okay. Here's our plan. I harness the power of the Windwell, blow them all together. Hannibal drops a fireball.
We'll make a fire
And
tornado.
then we
I
all
don't-
go in and
I don't
yap
think
the rest.
you have to. She said time and magics.
We have magic.
We'll have to deal with them before you'll be able to harness it.
When have I ever given anything time in my life? I'm going to do this the quick and fast way.
You can try.
I will try.
Me too. It
No,
will be
you can't harness the power too. It's mine. I call dibs on it.
whoever does it first.
Can I call dibs on the plane of water?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, fine. You are fart with power, Drusilla. I'll be fire.
There are
But
4
I'm
of
not
us, so there are 4 of us, so we do have to.
Sid can have Earth.
That suits Sid really well, I think.
But what about Xanorn?
How close is he?
We're sitting right there.
Okay, but I'm not gonna whisper. I was about to whisper.
Ilvem,
So curious.
tell me what you were going to say.
I was gonna say that Xanorn isn't gonna be with us for that much longer.
Lamb,
What?
are you gonna kill him?
No, I'm not gonna kill him. He just said he was only gonna travel with us until like the next city, or to like his destination.
I have really bad
He
passive
didn't
perception,
actually-
so I'm just like,
He didn't full on
Yeah,
join the
but-
party.
But like we took him to Bastion and he still came with us.
Maybe his destination wasn't Bastion, but also we're talking about hiring him for when we get a house.
Were we?
Yes. I know, it feels like we spent 2 months apart even though we've been together this entire time.
Hi, Xanorn.
Hey, how's it going?
I think Sid talked to him at the Peach Festival a little bit, but like... See, I
I was
don't fucking
very
need to take
distracted at the
notes.
beach festival.
Same.
I got shit on lock in here.
I like the idea that my passive perception is so bad. While you guys are like whispering across from me, it's like, oh, there's a butterfly.
It's a leaf.
Oh, it's just a leaf. I can't wait to get polymorph.
Wait, so if the planes of para-elemental planes are... I wasn't really listening. So if they're, like, the elemental planes brushing up against each other,
Yeah, so like this.
what's brushing up against water to make ice?
Wind?
That doesn't make sense to me. Because wind would just
It
be
would
like...
have to be-
Earth and
It would be
water.
like-
Earth and water would be mud. Fire and water would be steam. I'm
Odysseus, do you know?
consulting my book.
What would earth and fire be?
Magma.
Rock.
Oh,
Magma.
that's a big
I'm
word.
consulting my book to see what ice is the border of, because I think it is water and air.
Ice would be water and air, yes.
Yeah.
You would find in your book, yes.
It's water and air. I was right. Let that be known.
But that doesn't make sense. You don't Make ice by
Do you know
putting
what else
air in
doesn't make
water.
sense?
You?
Yes, but you also conjuring a bear made of pure fire doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense because I'm harnessing the power of fire. Duh.
Point. She is harnessing the power of fire.
It also doesn't make sense. The astral sea.
You know what doesn't make sense? Math. Never got it. Never really clicked for me.
Okay, so 1 plus 1 is
2.
okay.
I was like, good to know.
They were
to
like,
know.
great, jots it down.
Right, it's just in my. I have an intelligence. Of
Drusilla's over here
17.
like,
I have an intelligence of 17.
I have an intelligence of 8.
Is that true? Nice.
I have an intelligence of 12. I'm smarter than Ilvem.
So
Oh my
Hannibal has the
God.
brain cell.
Yeah. Ilvem's very like emotionally smart and is very good in like social situations, but any kind of like learning, it's just like
My wisdom is 8,
huh?
so I'm not perceptive.
In one ear, out the next. What?
So
My wisdom's 18, bitches. I'm
Ver-
smart as fuck.
Oh my god, my charisma is gonna be 18 in 2 levels.
So
I hate multi-classing.
it's awful. Odysseus.
Yes.
So where is Vinvel? Like, how far is it from here?
Well, it's just you can actually kind of see. You can see up from here where you are. The whole valley basically comes to an end a little bit up ahead of you, basically kind of where the path was leading. But where the valley kind of comes in and like wood kind of cut off, there is a much narrower canyon continuing into there, and she points at it. You can see it says, "At the very end of the canyon up there. So there's a walk ahead."
Interesting. Okay. Are there any like creatures we need to look out for on the way there? Like anything that could jump us and kill Ilvem, for example?
Well, anything that your usual animals, and of course, then anything that might anyone or anything that these intruders may have brought with them.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We should probably come up with a plan to like deal with them. They've got us
Thought
pretty
we did
greatly
have a plan.
outnumbered. Nope.
We leave Xenorn as bait, tied up somewhere, and then they'll converge on Xenorn, and then I throw a fireball at them. Boom, done.
I thought I was harnessing the power of the wind well to blow them all together.
But I thought you wanted to harness the power of the fire well.
That's me. I'm doing
But
it
I do
now.
want to do that too. But like, just think about how cool it would be if I threw a fire tornado at them.
And Aaron's just like, I don't know how much of this is you all just talking and how much of this is legitimate planning, but I mean, if you really wanted to make a fire tornado, and this was a thing that you pursued, couldn't like one of you do fire and one of you do wind, and you could just kind of like combo together to do it?
I essentially made a fire tornado before, if you all remember. Gust and fireball. Remember? Against the giant.
Oh, I do remember. That's when we went Xanthrath. Or
Yes.
something. I said it correctly in character.
I think that's when we first
What?
that's when we met.
That's when we met, yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember. I didn't even write that down. I have an intelligence. Anyways.
So here's what I'm thinking. Is there has to be a leader. There's always a leader.
Okay.
Right?
I offer up that position to be leader.
No. Not what I'm talking about. There's got to be a leader of the bandits. So I say that we go, maybe we pretend we're like fans or something. I don't know.
What
we
fans
figure out
of
a
your
way to like
banditry?
to talk to them. We get the bandit leader alone. And then we take him out, and then money.
That's not a good plan.
It's a great plan. What do you mean? People don't want to fight when their leader's gone.
I don't know. Some people might be more. I don't know.
Like, what if there's like a second leader? What if we get the wrong leader?
Well, then don't get the
don't-
wrong leader.
Why don't I cast?
Well, how do we know which one's the right leader? It's not like they're gonna have like a little thing across their chest that says leader.
Well, we can't take them all on at the same time.
I could cast Enlarge on Poppy and just charge right in.
I don't want Poppy to get hurt.
Poppy will not
Yeah,
get hurt
no,
if I have
Poppy-
Enlarge cast on her.
Odysseus, can Poppy stay here while we deal with the bandits?
I don't see why not. She seems very nice.
That reminds me, could Moloch
is
stay as
very-
well?
I suppose so.
He's
You
not very
You
nice.
suppose so. He's incredibly nice.
He likes to eat fingers.
No, he doesn't.
Hannibal's been feeding him fingers.
I have not been feeding him fingers.
Yes, you have.
Don't tell everyone that I'm feeding him fingers.
I just watched Return of the King last night. So in the large on Poppy is just a Muma kill.
Still only counts as fun. Oh, I don't have Abacus anymore.
Well, if you'd like, we're camped here for for a while. So, if you'd like to rest here for the night, we have plenty of space and food for you, and then you could set out in the morning.
Sounds good.
Yes, great. We just got to come up with our plan first. And I really think our plan needs to be separating the bandit leader. Maybe we can act like we have some kind of key or something that'll help unlock the power of the well. And we're willing to make a trade, but like, I'm not doing it in this courtyard. Trades are done behind closed doors.
Right.
What if I'm the key? I bet you they've never seen a bear made out of fire before.
You know, you
What
would
if
seem much
Simon
more like the
on-
key if Simon was made out of wind.
Well, I can't make him out of wind.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, we can get, even if it's not just the leader and it's like the leader and his second in command and like a couple of guards, and that way it's just like not all 30 of them, we can get them alone in a room. I can cast silence so it's on the door so that like nobody can hear what's happening inside, and then we do what we gotta do.
But like, can I still use my spells?
Yeah, as long as you're standing outside of the silence. I'll make sure to like have it so it's mostly just hitting the door. Unless the
Okay.
room's really small, in which case I will
Is
not
that-
be able
is
to
that
cast
plan-
silence.
Yeah, as that plan goes out the window.
Yeah.
What if? Listen to this. Listen. I cast Enlarge on. No. We find the bandit leader. We corner them by themselves. I cast Reduce on the bandit leader, so they get very small. And then we just stomp on them a bunch. Or puts them in our pocket.
I don't
like that one.
Makes them really
Yeah.
small and just feed them to Simon.
Xanorn,
Simon
while
doesn't
taking
eat.
Xanorn, while like finishing his cup of
Simon
tea, is
sucks.
like, "Oh, those sound like fighting words." Not to
Yeah,
tell
I'll
you all
take a
how
couple
to,
steps back.
not to tell you all how to do your job or anything, but if I could just make a suggestion.
Sure.
Seems at this point like we're kind of taking shots in the dark in terms of planning. Maybe we like get a little closer, see what we're dealing with, and then make a plan.
And that make all that fine. God.
I mean, you could do whatever you want. I said just a suggestion.
It does make the most sense. We should see what we're dealing with first, and then make the plan, not just.
Okay, Xanorn, no offense to you, but the last time we tried to get closer and find information, Hannibal ended up in jail. Sid ended up in jail. Ilvem and I barely escaped.
I wouldn't say barely. I think we did really, really well. I think you're underselling us on that one.
Okay, yeah, we did pretty great, and we did do a successful prison break with lots of explosions. But that still doesn't change the fact that two of us ended up in jail.
I have a perfect
It's true.
plan. Drusilla, just like the bank, you turn into a spider and don't do anything. Just wander around aimlessly. Remember that? I do.
Oh wow, your memory works now, huh?
Oh yeah, surprising. It must be not drinking old wine.
How was I supposed to know it was old when you offered it to me?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed. It seems like you two have some brawling to do. So,
I've been.
good night.
Also, I'm sleeping.
Head out in the morning.
I'm
See what
sleeping
we
as
can
well,
see.
so I can speak to Aja. Good night.
Good night, everyone, Sid says before going off to
Good
bed.
night.
Yeah, good night, I guess.
Night,
It's about evening.
Sid.
It's a little early, but
I
you'll have a long day.
I got so excited and I forgot that I left the bedding behind.
I'm sleeping on the saddle. Grumpily.
Don't worry, I'll fix this very soon.
Okay, so y'all go to bed.
Yes.
All right, take yourself a long rest.
My mage armor that I put up for no reason after seeing the deer.
A deer. Mage armor.
That deer, scary.
I mean, that deer was a Odysseus. So.
Edis is not scary.
Sure. Odysseus is evil as well. Just saying. Oh no, I don't have
Not
enough
evil.
components.
She's my druid grandma.
I don't have enough components to cast. Find familiar again.
Oh.
Oh, do you not have the components?
I only bought enough for one casting.
Oof.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. So y'all wake up in the morning, and it is very early still when you wake. You went to bed very early, so by the time you wake up, it's like dawn, basically.
Gross. Drusilla, I'm gonna like nudge Drusilla awake very violently, just like shaking.
I would like
Pick
to
yourself up.
immediately wake up and swing.
I'll
Sure.
make the attack roll.
Fucking payback. 21.
All right, what's Drusilla's strength score?
This one damage.
Okay, so bat. Like it hurts, but
So I'm going to try talking to Aja now. Is there anything you'd like me to say?
But you're gonna use a third level spell slot before
don't
we go
care.
into a fight.
I don't care. I'm just using Van.
Yeah, maybe Ilvem's right. Maybe you shouldn't.
I'll be fine. It's not like my spells do well anyway, so.
Yeah, but that's one less fireball that you can do.
That's probably a good thing.
No,
Okay, fine.
you need as many as you can do.
Fine.
also, if you were to wait on that, I could like actually, find out what Aja would say, given that I don't currently know at the moment.
Okay.
Since Aja's player would need to be contacted.
What about Reggie?
I mean, contact Reggie whenever you like. That one, yes. I know.
Oh, he's
I know.
dead. No. It's failed.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. Okay, fine. You two win as always. I could
Yeah. That tracks.
I could contact.
You could contact Grantar and get him to come so we could just end it right now and just be like,
Good idea.
I mean, if you'll recall, Grantar would not be able to do that since Grantar is currently enthralled by the Illithid.
So I'd be contacting the Illithid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you would let them know where we are because they're looking to hunt us.
I'm trying
is
to
the
learn
thing
deep
they're doing.
speech so I can speak to them. Also, how
They
am I
don't
doing on
want to
that, by the way?
speak to you. They hate you inherently.
Because we haven't tracked that deep
I mean,
speech
it
training
wouldn't
for
be
a
the
while.
first-
They don't, you would know this. They don't hate you. They view you as insects beneath their ire.
Yeah, that doesn't mean hate.
Last
But,
time
like-
we ran into an Illithid, aka the one that was enthralling Grantar, we're straight up like, I will never work with you. What?
Okay, but we
Miss-
just need to find the one that's like the weird kid that collects insects and thinks they're all like really cool.
Dungeon Master.
Mhm.
For my learning deep speech, I haven't updated this in a long time. It says 3 weeks out of 8 weeks. What do you think we're sitting at now?
Do you have a book for like some method of learning deep speech, or
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out how I was learning that. We were doing stuff, and you said 3 weeks. I was at 3 weeks of 8 weeks.
right? Okay. When was that?
I don't know. That was a long time ago. It was like definitely. I don't know.
You're definitely making progress because it's been like I think you're on like almost a week or two of travel just from leaving Pyre at this point.
Okay.
So I would say probably we can figure out more. Like minimum, you're at minimum 2 extra weeks for that.
Oh, so 5 weeks. Nice.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. So I can speak.
I wish I could learn a language in 8 weeks.
So I could speak.
Right.
Right. So I could speak to a mind flayer. Anyways, so we should go look at this place. Gives a little sneaky peek, and formulate a plan.
As you're waking up, you can see Odysseus is just like sitting on that stool, just like on like the edge of the rock overlooking the waterfall, just looking eastward towards the rising sun as it crests up over the edge of the valley.
God, she's so cool.
If I ever die, I give you full permission to replace me with a firbolg. Cough, that's my backup character. But yes, they are so cool.
Bold of you to assume you're gonna die.
We are going to die someday.
I mean, I got a long time before I die.
But you're only a half elf. Half elves don't live super long.
Yeah, no, but like I still got a long time before I die.
I could too if I did more research.
I just have to keep training, and then like I live almost forever,
Oh, that could be so
but not
fun, though.
really.
Ooh. Now I have
Hey.
ideas.
All right. So yeah, Xanorn's like buckling on his breastplate at this point and sheathing the swords you got him. So we going?
Yeah.
Before you go, I would speak with you.
Oh, yeah, yes.
She she like kind of turns in her chair on the stool to look back towards you. So you're leaving then?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we'll be back.
All right. Well, keep an eye on your animals. And I put this together for you. And she picks up. It's a little like leather, almost like a leather 6-pack, almost like got like loops that hold these little like clay pots with stoppers in them. And she says, well, if you're going to be removing the intruders from our woods, the least we could do is give you a bit of aid.
I will take it. Thank
Okay.
you so
Mhm.
much.
There's only 5 in there. It's like I said, it's like structure of a 6-pack, but it's 5 in like a circle, or it's like 4 with 1 in the middle. Those potions will be helpful for you. Now, they're labeled, and you'll see there's like little. They're like handmade clay pots that have been like fired over a campfire or something, and like etched into the clay in Druidic. You can see the names of the potions. Just to cut to the chase, you've got 4 basic potions of healing, 4 common potions of healing, and 1 potion of vitality.
Ooh, so that's a spicy meatball.
Which, when you drink it, removes exhaustion you are suffering, cures any disease or poison affecting you, and for the next 24 hours, when you regain hit points, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit dice you spend.
Fun.
Thank you very much, Adidas. Adidas. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. If we come back dead, kill us.
We're not
All right.
gonna die.
We might.
You might. There's
We're
always
not
a
gonna
chance.
die.
Every day there's a chance you could die. A tree could fall right now.
Fuck up, Hannibal.
I could have a heart
Stop
attack.
putting that
right
in the
this moment.
universe.
My head could explode. Ilvem could murder me.
That's true, I could.
Zenlorn could be evil and just be waiting for the right time to strike.
What if Xanorn is a part of this bandit group and this was like the long game?
Yeah, Zenlorn.
How would I have known
Xanorn.
when you were leaving the city that you were going here, when you didn't even know when you were leaving the city that you were going here?
Divination is a school of wizardry.
It is.
What if Xandorn was the one that sent the letter to bring us here?
Big brain.
What if Xanorn is Grantar in a disguise?
That was the stupidest thing.
So was suggesting that Xanorn is behind all of this.
I didn't say he was behind all of it. Just a part of it.
Right.
Or was it Desus?
Xandorn, are you a part of the bandits?
Nope,
Did you send the letter?
I did not.
Do I believe him?
Roll me an insight check, I guess.
I want to roll one too.
Okay.
Oh man, that's real good. That's a 7 minus 1.
13.
Oh wait, no. I'm proficient in insight. That's a 7 plus 2 for a 9.
Both believe him.
Mine was a 24.
You also believe him.
Yeah, the tracks.
Good job, Xandorn.
I got expertise in insight.
Just testing
nice.
you.
Right.
So we should get going, yes?
Yeah.
Who's in
Okay.
daylight?
I can make
So-
it light. No, I can't.
All right. So you start heading towards the canyon.
Yes!
Okay.
Mage
it's
armor.
Okay.
This wind well is so fucking cool!
You're going to be saying
I
that
just
rather
want
than
to harness
dice?
the power of it. So bad.
So you, it's a lot easier to move through these woods without Poppy. Like you
Yeah.
can just kind of walk and
We might have to get rid
move
of
through
Poppy.
gaps between trees. So, you eventually keep walking along. You're coming at it from a different angle, so you eventually come to the mouth of the canyon where you can see those the familiar wagon ruts that you saw. You can see those familiar wagon ruts you saw going off towards into the canyon, kind of meeting back up with the path that you left. And you can see another set that kind of goes like off to the other side, like from the direction you're coming. So either another wagon came in or a wagon left. It's hard to tell.
Drusilla, when you get close enough to the windmill, could you turn into a small little animal and try scouting it out? I was gonna suggest I was gonna suggest a sparrow or something, but I don't think you can do that yet.
I can't fly.
Did you turn?
Xanorn, can you turn invisible?
I can.
What? Why had you never done it? Oh, Xandorn.
He's never really had to
gonna
before.
push
Yeah, was there? You've asked. I never had a good reason to.
I'll push you off this canyon.
Please
You
don't.
leave him alone.
I'm joking. Let's see what I have to aid in this little expedition. Fog
I got
cloud.
nothing.
A fog cloud in case things go tits up. If I had the components, I could have just popped up Abacus and sent Abacus. I could reduce the size of a door, so they can't get in. Ilvem.
Actually, an amazing way to get through a locked door is you just cast Reduce on the door, and it just shrinks down off its hinges.
Oh, yeah.
That's thinking with the big brain now, bitches.
There's so many utilities for enlarge reduce. It's interesting. If I could fly, I could carry Ilvem, and Ilvem could shoot eldritch blasts from the sky.
It's true. I could do that.
So should I just take the fly spell next? Interesting.
Are you all stopped at the
Yeah.
mouth of the canyon, or are you? Okay, you are.
Well, in
At
like
least-
an
yeah.
inconspicuous spot.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
You know,
sure.
like we're not just
Hey.
like standing out in the open being like hurdy-durdy-dur.
Hello.
If you look in, it looks like the width of it varies. It's got like the canyon is pretty rough on the way up, and like a canyon that has been carved by a riverbed. There's places where there's like shelves and things up top that you could walk along and climb over, but the bottom of it is probably like, on average from the start right now, about 20-30 feet across.
Oh, who has that ring of
Falling down.
yeah, I can just push
You
you off
do.
the cliff. Do I have it? It's not in my equipment.
I think you do.
Yeah, I borrowed it very briefly and then gave it back.
Is it home
Because you were like-
Beyond?
Oh my
It's
god.
mine.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, that's probably why. I don't have
Speaking
it.
of rings, I have the ring of try me, bitch.
So I could
What
just
if we
literally
use
just
that
leave.
on
I
the
could.
panda leader?
Not the time to use it. They're already gonna try us.
What if I use my wand of smiles on him and make him smile?
Smile while they rip our guts out. Great.
Yeah, no. So realistically, I could just jump off this canyon and I could survive. So. Oh,
Unless you don't.
Ilvem, can you fly?
Only for a minute.
How high up do you think you can get in a minute?
Very high up.
Okay, what if you flew up for a minute? Oh wait, then your wings would drop and you'd fall to your death. My suggestion was to carry me up as high as you can and drop me, because if I remember correctly, when I hit the ground with this ring, it made like a. What kind of?
Last time I did it, it was a pretty localized crater.
But what if it was from a minute up?
That it was from a minute up. Remember, I went all the way up to check the moon. Was it?
Oh
the
yeah, that's
moon?
right. That's right. So don't you have the ring then?
No, I gave it back because you're like, oh, it's my ring. I gotta do research on it for my semester tomorrow.
That's right. I should have messaged him and told him about the ring. Oops. Haha. So should we get closer and try to see what is going on at this well?
Yeah, let's go stealthily. Let's go quietly.
Yeah, let's sneak. Let's do stealth checks.
Little sneaky snakes.
Roll some stealth checks.
Come on.
What'd you get?
9. 9 plus 0. That
I
dice.
hate you
I need a
guys.
different dice. Let's go. Purple dice. I hate me too.
Is that a natural one, Drew? You're looking pretty natural one-y.
Yeah. It's a
I got an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I trip
Drew is not
immediately.
stealthy.
So that is going to be half and a half. 3
Mhm.
fails, 3 successes, because Drew counts as 2 failures.
Oh,
So can I get some perception checks from everybody,
Oh,
please?
come on. My perception is so bad. Oh. 17
only
minus
got a
1
good
for a 16.
Okay.
Did you get another nat 1?
Duality.
Nice.
Duality of man. That's a natural 20 for a 27, bitch.
I only got a 10.
I rolled
Okay.
a 17
Let's see
for
what
a
we can do.
16. I love low wisdom. It's so fun.
Being so sneaky and so quiet.
Okay. So sorry, who got? Drusilla got a 20. What?
27.
27. What did Ilvem get?
10.
Okay. So you're all like walking forward and creeping through the brush. You're basically going through this canyon, and it's like there's a couple of places where there's like brush and bushes and things that have overgrown over the path, and like this whatever carts were through like hacked away at them. Presumably you're making your way through these, but there's still a lot of overgrowth in here. Drusilla is the only one that notices because it is, I forgot to mention, it is in fact also fairly windy through the windmill, and the wind is at your back blowing in towards it, as like the wind is flowing into the canyon from your back. So it's kind of hard to hear. So Drusilla, you're the only one that notices this like crashing sound, like crashing and cracking of twigs and branches coming towards you in your direction.
Boulder.
As what?
Boulder.
Nope.
Bear.
The first you see is the shape of a bear. However, as it busts through the undergrowth, you can see that it is in fact missing most of its skin and is primarily just rotting, fleshless bones galloping through the woods at you as a skeletal bear charges you.
No, I want to watch Annihilation.
And let's roll some initiative, but everyone but Drew is surprised for the first round.
I got really excited. I thought we were going to fight an owl bear. And surprise! No! Good thing I put on mage armor, everybody.
Yeah, that's going to help.
With my 13 armor class.
Well, it's better than, what?
10.
10? Yeah.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Or is that a 9? I can't tell. If the dot's at the bottom, is it a 9?
That's a 6. The dot's always the dot is at the bottom. Or wait, the dot should be at the bottom, so the dot should face down.
Am I like hidden from the bear because I stealthed so well?
No, there's not a lot of places to hide is the problem. So like you were just trying to move like quietly and inconspicuously.
Makes sense.
But it did notice all of you.
Yep, that's a 6 for initiative. No Mr. Bones,
Okay.
no Abacus.
Okay. What did Drew get?
Fuck.
16.
Okay. And Ilvem?
A very strong 11.
Okay.
I'm okay dying this way.
Me too, actually.
Is there a way you're not okay with dying?
Being bricked in the face.
Yeah.
No, I think we were all okay with that
would have
one.
been the best. That would have been the best.
That one was all of our favorites.
If I got choked out by Ilvem and Drusilla, that'd be a really good way to go.
I would love to choke you out. Just saying.
IRL, 1v1.
No, I wouldn't hurt Justin.
I got knives.
But like, I'd hurt Hannibal.
Got really
Hannibal can catch these fucking hands.
Hannibal's a muscle wizard.
Louise Armstrong.
When this campaign ends, Battle Royale one shot. Let's go. Level 20.
No.
All right. So
I don't want to go against a level 20 druid
Neither do
ever.
Oh wait, level 20 wizard.
But what
Yeah,
if I ever
level
been
20
good
wizard.
at playing the level 20?
Yeah, meteor swarm.
all right, so this skeletal grizzly bear charging out of the woods. Xanorn goes first, so
Oh, hi.
but he's surprised, so he just kind of like shakes out of his surprise and notices it and loses the surprised condition, making it the bear's turn.
The in danger.
Yeah, you are. Let me just double check. The surprised.
I thought you had a Corella de Vil cigarette for a second. I was like, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
It's cranberry juice.
The straw. I thought it was a Corella de Vil cigarette.
No, it's a straw with a silicone straw topper so I can chew it and not ruin my teeth.
Nice.
Oh. Okay. So, just to as a reminder of what the surprise condition is, basically you can't move or take actions on your turn, and you cannot take a reaction until your
Yep.
turn. So, like once you go, you lose the surprise condition.
I'm real familiar with surprise rounds right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, it was so cool.
It was. Okay, so it's gonna go after. Yeah, it's gonna charge through, and it's going to. Well, hopefully, who is in front?
Hannibal.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
Buff Wizard.
And
Wait, when you
then-
say in front, wait, is it coming from behind us?
No, it's coming from straight ahead of you.
Okay, then never mind. I'm near the middle.
Okay.
Never mind.
Maybe near the back. I'm near the back-ish.
I wanted to lead with my glasses.
I'm middle back.
Okay, who's second?
I'm second.
Okay, well, that's what's important for right now. So, Hannibal, you're gonna get the bite, and then Drew, you're gonna get the claws.
Bring it.
She's hands, motherfucker.
That's a 10 to hit.
Haha. No.
So you you managed it. It comes like leaping out of the brush in front of you, and like jaws snap at you. You can see like teeth are missing out of its jaw. You can see it's got some skin left, but mostly it's got just like glowing pinpricks in its eye sockets, and it's just got like what's left of its flesh and fur and muscle hanging off its skeletal body.
Imagine if you had a cleric.
And just those jaws snap at you with a clack and do not manage to bite onto you. And then it swings past you at Drusilla with the claws for a 15.
That hit.
Okay. All right, you're gonna take 11 points of slashing damage.
It's a good thing I had mage armor out.
Yeah.
Otherwise that
Oh yeah, that was
hit.
so. Yeah, that was actually what you threw up an arm basically, and its mouth just like closed over your arm, but just like didn't get through the mage armor, and then just like bounced back.
Ah.
All right, and then it is just like standing there, pacing in front of you, pawing at the ground, and that'll make it Drusilla's turn.
I had the only one not surprised.
The only one not surprised, bitches.
So Drusilla actually gets a turn.
Let's see. I don't suppose this bear is wearing armor.
Nope.
Damn it.
Bone.
Just put a piece of metal on it. Just.
Well, him's about to be crispy bones, flame blade, and then spicy bap.
Okay, roll the attack.
18.
Oh yeah, that hits. So it claws at you. You just ignite your staff and then swing right back at it.
Yee boy. Yee boy. 8 fire damage.
Okay. All right. Burns off whatever extra like fur and sinew is still on it, but the bones just keep moving on their own. Anything else with your bonus action?
Can I get in between it and Hannibal?
You could like move up closer to it, yeah.
Yes, I
Okay.
will be the tank.
All right. That'll make it Ilvem's turn. You are no longer surprised. That'll make it Sid's turn. Sid is no longer surprised. That'll make it Hannibal's turn. Hannibal is no longer surprised.
Woo!
Back up to the top of the order. Xanorn is going to go. Both swords out. He's got a scimitar and a short sword. He's going to come forward and make 3 attacks. So, let's see. First attack. Yeah, he's going two attacks on the main action, then 1 on the bonus action. That one's gonna hit. Second attack is gonna hit, and third attack is gonna hit.
Very sexy of him.
Just clipping at its bones as he swings these scimitars around.
Does it sound like a xylophone?
Yes, it sounds like he's playing the xylophone on his lips. Doesn't want to do that. No.
Grappled the bear
No.
and jump off the cliff with it.
See, the thing is, you're in the middle of the canyon. You haven't actually. You're not up on.
Wouldn't that be amazing,
6,
though?
8, 20 points of damage to it.
That ring just.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, he just like carves off chunks of it and just like chips the bones with 3 strikes. And that will make it the bear's turn.
Hello.
Bear is going to switch things up, is going to make a bite at Drew, claws at Xanorn now.
It's his hands, motherfucker.
That's an 8 for the bite.
Sucks at biting.
Goes to bite you. You
Really
basically
do.
can just jam your staff into like the back of its mouth and like behind the teeth, and just like the jaw can't close, and just like and you
I do
shove it
that
back.
to my dog sometimes when he yawns. I'll just like shove my hand all the way back there.
Do that to my cats.
I did it to my cat
then-
once and it bit down really hard on my thumb.
That's because you weren't far enough back.
Yeah, you gotta get right back there.
Like right back, and then they're like.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's really gross. It gets quite slobbery, but it's really funny.
And then claws at Xanorn, but then the claws just like go across the front of his breastplate, and you can see it like left claw marks in the metal, but he is otherwise unscathed.
Nice.
And that'll make it Drew's turn.
Yap, yap.
Okay.
Fireball.
Actually, only one yap with the flame blade. Oof.
I have a funny plan.
So that's an 18 plus 7.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So. That
Just
is
yeet.
10 spicy damage.
Okay. This thing's really not looking too good at this point. It is like you carve into this one, and like its bones are starting to like blacken and crack, and you can see like heat fractures extending along its entire skeleton. And like as the cracks appear, you can see just like it starts to blacken from the inside out as the what's left over marrow starts to incinerate. Making it Ilvem's turn.
Oh, Sacred Flame, please. Sacred Flame.
Okay. What kind of saving throw is that, Dex?
Dex.
Okay. That's a 6.
That is a failure. Dumb bitch.
Nice.
8 plus 4 is 12 radiant damage.
All right. And with that, a beam of radiant light from above, like the clouds kind of part, and a beam of light comes down from above and just strikes it right in the back, and its back just collapses inward, and it just kind of implodes on that hit. Its spine bends in, hits the ground, and the rest of it just kind of falls apart. Whatever magic was holding the bones together at the joints fails, and it just scatters to the ground.
Fuck.
Can I take some bones?
Oh.
You can, yeah.
Can I have a bone, please? I'm gonna make some broth.
Ugh.
Bear broth.
Ugh. Undead broth.
Mhm.
I
Undead bone
just want
broth.
some chew toys for Moloch.
Aw.
Nice. Can I like break off the top half of the skull? Just...
Yeah. That should be pretty intact. Just wear it as a hat.
Does it
100%.
fit over your fin?
Oh yeah, no. Ah! Into the woods. Just toss it.
Okay.
I would like to grab all 4 leg bones.
Okay. Like the upper leg or the lower leg?
The femurs or the...
Ah,
That's all I got. I only had femurs.
The leg bone.
those guys.
Is it still a
The
radius
leg
element?
bone's connected to the
Thigh
head
bone.
bone.
the head bone. No.
Shit. I had an idea, but nah. I don't want to spend 10 minutes.
Okay.
But yes, the upper leg bones.
Okay. Yeah, all those are like this long.
Yeah, perfect size for a
so
growing
big.
baby boy.
That was a big bear.
Oh my god, my roommates still have not let me live that fucking down. When I was like, hey, what's that show with the little bear? And they were like, Little Bear? Like, they bring it up literally at least twice a week.
Man, we should have called Poppy Babar. Anyways,
Oh, Babar's so good.
What's Babar?
It's a cartoon show about an elephant. With a crown.
Oh,
So
we can get Poppy a crown.
do you think where do you think this bear came from? Besides the woods.
No, this bear didn't come from the woods. No.
Actually, you can go ahead and make me either a nature or survival check on it, Drew.
The bears don't look like this. Nature or, did
Bears don't look like this.
you say nature or survival?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make survival.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Just kind of looking it over, especially like as you're harvesting the leg bones and everything. Given just like the level of decay you saw on it, this bear probably like the level of decay and the level of amount of stuff just like still on it, and just the climate and the region you're in, you would guess like, yeah, this bear probably did come from the woods at some point, and then something happened to it, and it was raised from the dead like Hannibal did with Mr. Bones.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you,
Yeah.
Sam. I just remembered something that you were talking about for so long.
Oh, what's that?
And I can't admit it. That's not fair. Fuck. Okay. So
I'm wondering what it is, because I don't know if I've talked about what I don't know if it's a thing I've talked about. I don't know if it's a thing that's happening yet.
well, so what should we do with the remains besides steal them? Burn it?
Leave it.
Yeah, someone will come chew on it.
Bone broth. Do you think this would make good soup?
No.
I'm not really a
It
cooker.
was old.
It's worth a try. Either way, we should probably get going, right?
Yeah. Try to be quieter this time, you guys.
You'll be quieter.
Yeah, we were all great. It was you that messed it up.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was you,
not
Ilvem.
true, and we all know it. We all know that's not true.
I didn't trip. It's my
Neither
feet.
did I.
I'm not used to wearing these boots.
Okay. Are you all continuing sneaking again?
Yes.
Okay,
Sneak again.
make me another stealth check, this time with advantage, because as you move through,
I
the
don't
wind
need
starts
to.
getting... What?
I don't need to roll advantage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
The wind starts picking up as you get to the end of the canyon, and it does start to get louder.
Nat 20 for a 20.
I got a 13.
I never rolled
Okay.
Nat 20s.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
That's
And-
so annoying. I'm so fucking annoyed. Fuck you guys.
I take
This
my
game is
boots.
bullshit. I quit.
Older.
Get good.
All right. So further up, you can see, like, you start to go, make your way along this canyon, and it curves around for a while. It kind of forms like an S bend, so it's harder to see straight down it. But as you start getting to the end, you start creeping forward, and you can see, you can see like wisps of smoke, but like the wind is blowing it like up against the walls of the canyon, so it's harder to spot. The canyon kind of opens up into a larger section at the very end, and at the far end of that, like up over the bushes and everything, for like as you're approaching the end of the canyon, you can spot this easily. You can see that like the rock formation of the end of this canyon kind of arcs up into like an exaggerated mountain shape, basically, like almost like a very narrow funnel or cone. Like it's like if you've ever done like terrain manipulation in The Sims, it looks like someone grabbed a point and just yanked up, because everything just kind of just goes upward into like a sharp point.
Weird.
And at the top of it, but it looks like it doesn't come to a complete point. It's like cut off and flat at the top. And you can first hear this howling noise coming from the top. And it looks as though there's just this wispy green energy continuously flowing up out of the top of that chimney. And you can tell that, like, from the sound, that wind is just continuously gusting up out of it.
Do you think that's the Windwell?
Nah.
No, it's definitely the wind spout.
at the end of the canyon ahead of you, you can see as it kind of opens up into this wider area, clearing, there appears to be a fairly narrow entrance, almost like a doorway carved into the rock ahead of you. But between you and that, you can see what looks to be a campsite. There is, you can see 3 wagons, though there's like a place where you can clearly see where a 4th wagon was parked, but it is currently missing. There are several tents scattered around, and wandering around the campsite, you can't exactly see the full campsite from down here. Like some of the tents and the wagons get in the way. You do have a clear shot to be able to see the entrance, though. You can see a variety of what looks like, well, a bunch of Mr. Boneses walking around and just kind of like doing camp chores.
Knew it. Should I just throw a fireball down there?
No, I don't want to like announce our presence yet.
We just hide. I throw it and then we hide. Or I cast sending and contact our dragon friend and get the dragon friend to show up.
It's like several hundred miles away.
It would probably take her a long time to get here.
Okay, so plans.
We should have
Any
told
plans?
her we were leaving. So the good news is that the one who's in charge is probably not a skeleton.
Maybe is that a necromancer?
So they don't have leader just like emblazoned across their shirt, but they kind of do.
Yeah, I think we're dealing with, based on the bear and all these skeletons, maybe there are no bandits, these are the intruders, because the druid just say unnatural magic. So we could be dealing with someone who can raise the dead. Just call in your angel friend. Done. Simple.
Yeah, he doesn't really do that. His whole thing is that like
What's the angel
I
name?
need to be
Derek?
Suriel.
Suriel.
Yeah.
Don't know why I thought it was Derek.
I don't know either.
Derek the
There's
angel.
my angel friend, Derek. Michael, Suriel, Raphael, Derek.
I want to play a cleric now so bad whose deities is a planet art called Derek.
I just want to play a cleric named Derek. Derek the cleric.
It's almost like Drusilla the druid.
Here,
Drew the druid.
I'm writing that down. My next character is Derek the cleric.
Derek the cleric. Sup, I'm Derek the cleric. Worship the god of being chill. Worship the god of good vibes.
Oh man. No, just a frat bro cleric.
Oh my god, I've never loved a concept more.
Right, I'm stealing
Oh
it.
my
It's
god.
mine.
Okay, well my backup character is a cleric.
My backup character is a paladin. What is the plan, son, Ilvem? Do I jump off this cliff and just pretend I'm a corpse?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, if I had Mr. Bones, I could have sent Mr. Bones down there to join them.
You know, maybe we just walk into camp.
We just walk in with all the skeletons.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
We just walk in. And we try to talk to, because here's the thing, maybe, Hannibal, you can tell me if this is true or not. If we take out the caster who has brought all of these skeletons around, then they all just, right?
Depends if
it's concentration type magic.
Animate dead is not a concentration spell. It's durational. It lasts 24 hours.
Yikes.
Well, they wouldn't have anyone to listen, but they wouldn't have anyone to give commands, so they would just be inert for 24. Yeah, let's do it.
So then we burn them all.
Let's just go down there. Introduce ourselves.
Pretend we're surrendering.
Yes, and then I cast Reduce on the spellcaster. and then we just beat the shit out of them. Because when they're small,
And then I
just
harness the power of the wind well.
Done. Let's go. I'm gonna start walking.
Profit.
As long as I get the water well.
Okay, I was just walking
Yeah.
into camp.
Yeah. As long as I get the fire well.
All right, so
Okay.
you're all you all just walk into camp.
We got Derek
you
the cleric on our side.
more or less into camp, and as you look around, the
Such a
what's
bad
that?
idea,
the 18 human skeletons milling around camp all just stop and look at you.
Hello.
And
Hands up for Jesus.
Hello.
up ahead you can see like kind of now that you've come into camp more, you can see further in, you can see some of the larger tents, and kind of just like sitting by a fire outside one of the tents, you can see 2 humans just like sitting by the campfire, like with mugs like halfway raised to take a drink, and they see you.
Follow my lead.
And then they set them down.
Hello.
They both stand up.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Hi, my name's Ilvem. These are my siblings, Sid, Drew, Hannibal, and our friend Xanorn.
I can make skeletons too.
Yeah, Hannibal can also make skeletons. It's really cool. Is there somebody in charge we could talk to? Are you guys in charge? Are you just the guards? We just have some chatting. We have some information. We just need to talk to somebody kind of higher up, if you don't mind.
Smart.
What are you doing here?
Well, see, that ties into what we need
manager.
we need to talk to whoever's in charge about why we're here.
My arms are tired.
Yeah, do you mind if we put our arms down?
No, keep them up.
Okay.
Okay. I can't. My arms are getting tired.
Yeah, that's fair. You all can put your arms down. But...
No, I'm role playing.
Okay.
Me too.
No, you can tell us. You can tell us.
Okay. There's like a firbolg tribe that lives in the forest. And they have hired us to come and remove you from the well. But we don't want to do that. We don't know really what this well is or anything. So we're like, oh, like, sure, so that you don't kill us, we'll agree to doing this for you. But we were wondering if maybe we could like strike up a deal with you guys. And so like that's why we need to talk to whoever's in charge.
And take out the firbolgs.
Or just talk to whoever's in charge about whatever they think might be best.
We haven't seen anything about any firbolgs in these woods. But if you don't want to kill us, don't worry, we're almost done here. We'll be leaving shortly. So
how do you not know about the firbolgs? It's kind of like a known thing that the firbolgs and the Goliaths kind of own the wilderness in this area.
Yeah.
Well, right, we knew about that. But like we didn't see any.
Oh, sorry, she doesn't have a filter.
She has a problem. She got kicked
in the head. She just learned common.
She got kicked in the head by a donkey.
And the other one, the woman with this guy just like leans over, and you can see her just like say something into his ear. I'll take perception checks to see if you can identify what is being said.
No.
I want to take the observant feat so bad.
Or you just read lips, yeah.
5 minus 1. Oh, no, that's inside of perception.
I thought you said you were trained perception.
I'm not. That's inside.
Okay. Oh no, it was inside. Okay.
I'm
5 minus 1.
Yeah.
4.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 14 plus 7, bitches!
Wow. Okay. And then
we're gonna die. This was the worst place.
No,
Drusilla,
we're fine.
Drusilla, you can see, so as you can see what she is saying, you can kind of hear enough of it and like read her lips. She's just speaking common, but she basically says, she's saying like, she basically says, wasn't the policy no witnesses, right? And he's just like, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out what they're doing here. This is just weird. I don't know how much they know.
I'm really sorry
I can
to.
harness the power of the wind well.
I'm really sorry to interrupt.
What?
I can do it.
Oh, great. Even kill him.
Fireball.
Okay. Roll initiative real quick.
Fuck. This was the worst plan.
Oh my god.
Should've just let Ilvem
it
talk.
wasn't a bad plan. Just let me talk. I
I'm
built a
helping.
character who does the talking because we didn't have one in the party.
I did the talking.
We all shared the talking before Ilvem showed up.
How'd that
If you
go?
want to do the talking, you have to have the brain cell.
I did have the brain cell.
Nah.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I was getting ready to be real manipulative.
I should have held just a fireball until shit got sideways and then just.
See, the thing is with holding spells, you can see when someone is holding a spell. 'Cause
True.
You need to
That's right.
you need to cast the
Concentrate.
spell and then concentrate and hold it.
And there are
So they'd be like,
30
"What are you doing?"
30 skeletons.
You only see 18 of them.
TPK. Woo!
All right. Oof, Xanorn, why?
Oh no. I wish I had
All right,
counter
what'd y'all
spell.
get?
9.
Okay. Drew.
12.
Okay. Ilvem.
17.
Okay.
Kill them. Oh no. Why would you have said that when you knew what they were saying? This is fun.
I thought they
excited.
were like, here's my thought process. I say that. They're like, oh shit, we could use someone like her. And then I'm like, suck.
Unless they already know you
Kill
don't
them
need.
all.
There's a key.
Yeah, or alternatively, they are already perfectly capable of harnessing the power of the wind well, and they're like, oh shit, competition.
I did not consider that option.
Man, I can't
Which is
wait.
what
to
happened.
See, I can't wait to see everyone's backup characters.
All right, so we just get everything
Derek
in
the cleric.
order here.
No, it's a firbolg paladin. Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna fucking die until I harness the power of the wind well.
Somebody already did.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Wow, initiative was not great for a lot of people, so that's good. Drew goes 4th with a 12.
Oof.
Yeah.
That is not spicy.
Yep. How's everybody doing? How's it going? There's a lot of people in this fight.
Oh man. The encounter tracker is very useful. You can just click roll initiative for everyone at once. It's
That's true.
It's so
That's
nice.
true.
I don't know if I've ever been this upset before.
I was being quiet.
Don't worry, I have crowd control.
Okay, so that'll bring us to the top of the order with Sid.
Oh no.
So
Sid's gonna send us to the corner.
Yeah, since
so Sid
as
is
he should.
Yeah, Sid's gonna pop out some arms. This seems like a good time for that, I would guess.
Ow.
And is going to yeah, Sid's probably just gonna go engage with one of the groups of skeletons. Try and handle that. So pops out the arms as a bonus action, then runs over
Thank you.
to attack a group
Fucking
of skeletons.
fireball.
Because the skeletons are basically in 3
Mhm.
clusters.
Great.
So
Oh,
it's with
man.
2 attacks.
Does Ilvem have plane shift? We can just all teleport away. Just.
So Sid just runs over and with his big glowy arms just like rips apart one of the skeletons into pieces, and it just clatters to the ground. So that is how that's going to start. And then that cluster of skeletons all goes, and Sid's going to get 5 short sword attacks.
Oh.
But
That's a-
Sid, bonus action patient defense.
No, he had bonus action arms.
Or bust up the
6.
arms, yeah.
All right, that's 1 miss. That's 2 miss. 3 miss. Wow, they're all rolling 8s. 4th one hits, and so
swords.
1 hit. Okay, so Sid takes 6 points of damage. As it's like all these ones going in, and Sid's like parrying and blocking with 4 arms, and like 1 manages to score a hit. That'll bring us to mage number 1.
Yeah.
Hannibal, can I get
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw?
Why did I say I was a wizard? Wisdom save?
Yep.
I have a +2 to those. Natural fucking 20
Okay.
for 22.
One of them just kind of reaches a hand out towards you and makes like a grasping motion. You can feel all your joints starting to lock up, but then you manage to bust out of it. Yep.
Yep. Woo!
You managed to bust out of that.
Ah, you suck. Learn to be better.
And that one is going to go to take cover, go like back up to get away from the rest of the skeletons and go take some cover.
We're in danger. Ilvem, run away.
That'll bring us to Ilvem.
Run away, just leave Drusilla, it's her fault.
I'm debating it.
Do it.
I'm gonna use my action to have the bracers of variable armor turn into armor.
Okay.
I think I don't remember which one it is that gets me to 17, but it's that one.
Okay, I think that was the breastplate.
Yeah, I think it's like the because the variable armor adds a +1.
Oh, that's right.
And then it's like something that's 14 +2 for my dex, and then +1.
Gotcha. Okay.
So just whatever that is.
Okay.
That's my action, and I don't have any bonus action. So
Okay. Drew, your turn.
You know what mages aren't that great at?
Hmm.
Constitution. I'm
Okay.
gonna cast Moonbeam.
I'm good at Constitution.
Okay, so you cast Moonbeam on what they're they're kind of far apart now. So the one close to the fire or the one that backed up? The one that backed
How
up
far
has gone
apart?
already. The two of them are probably 20 feet apart at this point.
I'm gonna go for the closest one.
Okay, so con save.
Yes.
All right, straight roll. It's a 5.
I know that's a fail.
Okay.
So that mage is going to take 13 radiant damage.
Okay, so yeah, this is the woman. So like a just beam of moonlight comes down on top of her and just like sears her with radiant energy, and she's just like, ah, that hurt, and it's just still going. Okay, it's Drew's turn. That'll bring us to the second group of skeletons, which is just gonna charge forward into all of you, basically.
Yeah.
So that's going to be there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of you standing there. So each of you gets 1. Hannibal and Drew, you each get 2.
Thanks. Give all to
So,
Drusilla.
Why?
Give them all to Drusilla.
So Drusilla, 22 and 23. I'll roll all attack
If
rolls
you
and all
would believe
damage.
it, they just hit.
Ilvem, run away. Bring me with you.
Hannibal, it's a 13 and a 15.
Both hit. Actually, fuck that. Reaction shield.
Okay, neither
Wait,
of
how
them
much
hit.
damage did I get?
I haven't
did you
done
say?
damage yet. I'm gonna do all the
Okay.
attack rolls and then all of the
So my
damage.
AC is now 18 with shield.
Okay, so they both swing swords in at you, and you just like throw up this shield in midair, and they both just
Forgot I
impact
had
with it
shield
and
for a
ricochet
second.
off.
Ooh.
Ilvem, your one is a 21. Good God.
Mhm.
And Xanorn gets a 10, which misses. Okay, so Drusilla, You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Uh-oh.
Hannibal, you take none.
That's right.
Ilvem, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Son of a bitch.
And that's all that group of skeletons. That'll bring us to the mage that is currently standing in the moonbeam.
Wait, can I just do con save for that?
Oh, is it when she starts her turn?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a concentration spell.
Oh, that's right. So you need to make 2 con saves because you got hit twice.
Okay, first one, 18 plus 1.
You're fine.
For 15.
You're fine. It's like it was DC was 10.
Okay.
Okay. Or no, it was 10 or no, it's 10 or half damage taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, con save.
Okay, so start of her turn, it is a con save.
Yes.
That's another 5. It's another 5.
Is that max damage? That's max damage. It's 20 radiant damage.
Okay. So she was like reaching out to go cast some kind of spells. Her hands were like in mid motion. You can like Hannibal, you can like maybe identify that she was going to be the school of magic she was planning on casting was conjuration. It had the hand motion of the conjuration
cool.
spell. Just before she just like lets out a scream and the moonbeam intensifies and then she just hits the ground sizzling. And she is dead before she even takes a turn. Making it Hannibal's turn.
How far away is the one that went hiding?
Like 50 feet from you.
I have a one of the war mage,
Mhm.
so I ignore half cover. Anyways.
And then there is and then there's one group of skeletons that's still standing off to the side that hasn't gone yet.
But if they have no one to give them commands, I'm gonna fireball at where the other wizard went.
Okay. So
dex
just-
save.
Just the wizard?
Is there any way I could get the wizard and some skeletons?
Not really, no. The skeletons are all kind of like off to your left and right and the wizard's straight ahead of you.
I'm gonna aim for the wizard.
Okay.
So
And
dex
you're gonna hit-
save.
You're gonna hit the wizard and like a good chunk of tents.
I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Fuck those tents.
All right. So dex save.
Yep, or half damage.
9.
That fails, so it's full damage. Oh, that's shit. 19 fire damage.
Okay. He is still up but barely. Just looking
Uh-oh.
crispy. All the tents are just like leveled. You can see like the wooden crates of supplies and like
On
food and other stuff
fire.
they have just on fire. The tents are just gone, just obliterated. They were cloth.
Bonus action. I don't have one. So I'm gonna stay here. Chill. Just chill.
Okay. I'll make it the other group of skeletons, which is going to charge in and just join the other ones. You've just got a cluster of like 12 skeletons intermingled with all of you. Now the people that didn't get 2 attacks will get 2 attacks, and Hannibal and Drew will each get 1. So Drusilla, that is a 13 to hit. That's right.
That hits.
Drusilla's AC is real bad. Hannibal, that is a 17 to hit. But your AC. Oh no, it just ended on your turn.
Yeah, reaction, another shield.
Okay. Okay, and then 2 attacks for Ilvem. That is an 8 and a 19.
The 19 will hit.
And for Xanorn, 1 hit too. Okay, so Ilvem, 8 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
And for Xanorn, that's 7. All right, that'll make it Xanorn's turn. So you have 12 skeletons just you're just in a crowd of 12
How much
skeletons.
did I get?
Oh, I didn't roll for you. That's right. 4.
I mean, I'll take no.
No, you got 4.
I got full damage.
4.
Oh.
Okay.
Unsave's a natural 20, so.
Okay, good. All right. That'll make it Xanorn's turn. Xanorn is going to just swing those swords of his.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those hit. That one hits. So let's see. First one. What's his? Yeah, okay. First one, he's gonna. Yeah. Okay. So first one, he comes up, just dancing forward, spinning these blades forward, and just like knocks off the just cleaves up through the ribs and hits the neck and just like cuts the thing in half and takes its head off with one hit. And then the second attack, min damage, so he kills 2 skeletons this round. So you're down to 10 surrounding you now. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Sid, who's going to continue engaging his crowd of skeletons with 3 attacks, all of which will hit. And Sid is also going to kill another 2. So Sid's down to 3 skeletons over by him. Those 3 are going to go and all make attacks against Sid. 2 hits for 8 points of damage to Sid. And that'll make it the mage who is still left is going to rushes over to, here's what happens. Rushes over to one of the tents, like one of the burning tents, and is going to let me double check how this works. Yep. So is going to picks up like picks up a bottle of wine, it looks like, that he just like basically just smashes the top off of and just downs it. And he's going to take a d4 of fire damage from drinking boiling wine because he got hit by a fireball.
Ew.
So he takes max damage. So he goes unconscious. However,
What?
1, 2, oh boy, 6. And then you can see him like he basically goes unconscious, hits the ground, and then suddenly takes a sharp intake of breath, and then stands back up. Looks like his wounds healed a little bit from that. But that is going to be his full turn, and that'll bring us to Ilvem's turn.
So there's 10 around us.
Yep.
So I'm at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hex the mage that survived.
Okay.
Put under a pact slot. And then I'm just gonna sacred flame him.
Okay. So that's a dex save.
Yes, please.
Okay. 10.
That's a failure. It's not a lot of damage, but that helps a little bit. Yeah, so that is 11 points of damage.
All right, and he's immediately looking horrible again. Still up though, still standing. And that'll make it Drew's turn.
How many skeletons can I hit with a 5-foot radius and not hit us?
5-foot radius. I'd say you could hit 2 of them and not hit any of you.
I will go for the 2 near Ilvem.
Okay, so you just move the moonbeam over.
Yee.
Okay, there'll be dex saves from these skeletons. Skeletons.
That's
And
con
that is-
saves for Moonbeam.
Oh, is it con saves?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the same number. That's gonna be 7 on one and 14 on the other.
Both fail.
Okay.
So they both are going to take.
I wish my DC was higher than a 14.
Mine's 14 right now.
Me too.
They're going to take 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
Nice.
They are both obliterated. So you are down to 8.
Yes.
All right, that was Drew's turn. All right, that'll bring us to the one group of skeletons surrounding. There's only 2 left.
I still have shield up. Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Hannibal and Drew for this one. Drew, that's a natural 1, so that's gonna miss. And Hannibal, that is a 19.
That hits. Even
Okay.
with shield, yeah.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'm fine.
All right, and then Hannibal, your turn.
Okay. This will be with disadvantage, unfortunately. Man, I'm gonna firebolt the wizard with disadvantage.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
9 plus 7. Boom. So for 10 fire damage.
Oh, yeah, 2 hit points left. So yeah, he's like about to do something and just bam right in the face and just goes down hard.
Okay, that's my action. Shield's no longer up now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Then that will bring us to the remaining group of 6. So let's see. That'll leave us with Drew took out most of the ones around Ilvem, so Ilvem's only got 1 standing next to them. So this will be 2 attacks against Xanorn and 2 attacks against Drew or Hannibal. Drew. Okay, so 2 Drew, 1 Hannibal, 2 Xanorn, 1 Ilvem.
Okay.
Yeah. So then Drew, the attacks against you are going to be an 11 and a what?
11 does not hit.
Okay, I thought you said that does hit. I'm like, really? And a 23.
That one just hits.
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal, that is a 14.
I can't risk another spell slot. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Xanorn gets a 9 and a natural 20.
Oh, no.
And Ilvem, my die. Ilvem gets a 16.
Misses.
Okay. So that is going to be one hit against Drew, 1 hit against Hannibal, and a crit against Xanorn. Drew, that is 8.
Unconscious.
Okay.
Good thing we have health potions.
Moonbeam goes out. Hannibal, that is also 8.
Ooh, okay.
And Xanorn gets the crit for max damage for 14.
Oof.
All right. He's still looking all right, though. That'll bring us to Xanorn's turn, actually, who is going to just start carving. So that is a hit, a crit, and a hit. So let's see. Can he take out 3 this round? That'll take the crit, take out 1 of them. And then that's going to be that much. Yeah, so then he will do 1 of those. That'll be just enough. Okay, so he takes out a second one and does damage to a third. So he manages to kill 2 of them, and 1 of them is injured, leaving you with just 6 surrounding all of you now. Bring us to the back of the top of Sid, who is going to make 3 more attacks. Just Sid's just over there fighting his own battle against 6 skeletons and gradually whittling them down. That's a hit. That's a miss. That is a hit. So 2 hits. Sid will take out 1 more. So Sid's down to 2 skeletons. Those 2 skeletons go. They both attack Sid. That's a hit. That is a miss. And Sid takes 4 damage. So Sid has taken 18 damage total. Bringing us to Ilvem.
Ishmael, can I move in a way that I don't provoke opportunity attacks, but I can get myself like completely surrounded by skeletons so that if I were to do a thing with a 5-foot radius centered on myself, it wouldn't hit anybody else?
You could get yourself so you're adjacent to 2 skeletons and do that. But they're all like, since they're all adjacent to everybody else, there's no way to like. You can only if you want to hit more than 2, you'd have to hit also a party member.
Okay, then I'll just get to the 2, I guess.
Okay.
I'll also bonus action move my hex.
Okay.
Did the mages die outright, or do they look like they're still breathing and perhaps taking death saving throws?
Good point. Let me roll some death saves, see how they're doing. They're not doing good, but it looks like they might still be breathing.
Okay.
Shit.
I'll move my hex to the mage that's closer.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
Okay.
How far away is the one that's at the one that's closer? Because they're at the campfire.
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, I'm gonna walk over there.
Okay, so there'll be one attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, I'll take it.
That is a 15 or no 16.
That's a miss.
Okay.
So I use my bonus action to move the hex.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my action. So the hex will be for strength.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of like plant my foot on like, I don't know if whichever is facing up, either their chest or their back.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Oh no, that's also a bonus action.
It is, yeah.
That sucks. Okay, then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On the mage?
On the mage.
Okay. Question time.
It's okay. Leave me to die. I accept that.
8 points of health back.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like kind of menacingly like do like the shush symbol
Okay.
as their eyes open. Just like
She goes right after you. She's gonna just kind of stay still.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew's turn. Death save.
We all know how great I am at D.
Yeah, you roll that once a lot for death saves.
It's an 8.
1 failure. Within the reach of death. All right, skeletons.
Yeah.
So, just these two are going to... these two are going to attack, one against Hannibal, one against Xanorn. Hannibal, that is a 10.
Misses.
Okay, and against Xanorn,
Thank God
that's
for
a hit.
mage armor.
Mm-hmm. Xanorn takes another 4 points of damage. And then they'll make it Hannibal's turn.
I can get to Drew, right, without getting attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you're all pretty close to each other.
And she had all the potions, right?
Did she?
I think so.
If you didn't divide them up, then
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I took the potions, yes.
Can I use my action to pour one of the potions of healing down her?
Yep.
mouth?
You can feed her. You can feed her a potion of healing.
Like that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yep.
4. So yeah, 2 plus 2, so 4 hit points. Smack her awake.
Mm-hmm.
And then bonus action, stay here. That's my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to the 4 remaining skeletons standing around all of you. 2 of them are going to charge off after Ilvem.
Okay.
So Xanorn will take an... Or you...
Yeah, can I
You
do
have a
an
weapon
attack?
out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Can I do an attack of opportunity with my sickle?
Yep. Yeah, you can.
Actually, my light hammer.
Okay, yeah.
14
That will hit.
for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I think that's the one also that Xanorn did damage to last round, so that one actually dies.
Just knock the head off like a baseball.
Yep, and then Xanorn hits and... Whoops. Dropping dice today. Xanorn does maximum damage and takes out the other one. So Ilvem, 2 skeletons come rushing towards you, and Hannibal and Xanorn kill both of them.
Yeah.
Thanks, homies.
The remaining 2 will turn around and attack Hannibal and Xanorn.
Bring it.
You're real ones.
So
Oh, I can't use shield now. Whatever.
Hannibal, that is a 12.
That misses.
Okay, and Xanorn,
Parry.
that looks like it would have hit, but it doesn't. He actually does just parry it with his short sword.
Xanorn.
And then they'll bring it to Xanorn's turn. Can he take out the remaining 2? Or actually, you've got 4, so.
We got it.
That's going to be a hit. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be a hit. For this many damage. Okay. Takes out 2 of them. So there are now only 2 skeletons standing around Hannibal, Drew, and Xanorn, and then Sid has 2. Speaking of, Sid, can you finish off the 2 skeletons that you're fighting? Let's find out.
Sid's
This
a
time on
monk.
Dragon Ball Z. Well, one's a crit. And one's a hit. And then third attack is also a crit. Good God. So Sid crits twice.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Just like the.
Yeah. So yeah, Sid basically just like takes the arms, moves them like palms up like this, and just jams the claws on the ends straight forward towards these things, and just like impales them, like does like one of these, like impales them forward, and then just spreads the fingers and
Nice.
just like rips them apart. So those 2 are dead. And that'll make it Ilvem's turn.
Great. I'm very glad that it's my turn.
There is 1 mage left alive under your boot, and 2 skeletons still standing.
Yes. I'm just gonna kind of like lean down into her face and be like, we need to have a talk. And then just kind of like throw out 2 Eldritch Blasts, 1 to each of the skeletons.
Okay, go ahead and roll them.
Is it with disadvantage because she's technically within 5 feet of me?
I will not count her as threatening you at the moment, no.
Sweet. All right, the first one's a 25.
Oh yeah.
The second one's a 14.
Also yes.
Okay, great. 10 for the first one
Okay.
and 9 for the second one.
All right, they are both still standing, but barely. Drew, that is your turn. Well, the mage goes, and then Drew's turn.
Have movement to stand up
Okay.
and be like, you know what? I deserved that one.
That one was on me.
Smack.
So where are these remaining 2 skeletons in relation to moi?
One is right next to you. One is right next to Xanorn.
So theoretically, could I hit them with a 15-foot cone?
You can, yeah. And there'd be a way to hit both of them without hitting anybody else.
Let me just reload my character sheet because it wasn't letting me scroll.
Okay.
I have a plan. A better plan than telling them that I could
Than the
harvest
initial one?
cards. So, a 15-foot cone. I would like to burning hands.
Okay. What's the minimum damage on that?
3.
I'm not even gonna make. We have 1 and 2 health respectively. So, yeah, it doesn't matter if they make the same. I'll roll it just for funsies.
Natural 20.
1 made it. Actually, they both made it, but it doesn't matter. So they both like managed to get out of the way, but just like the edge of the cone of fire still hits them and roasts them, and the bones like crack and split, and they fall to pieces.
And then I will spend my last 15 feet of move. Oh, wait. I have more than 15 feet.
Well, at that point, everything is dead.
Everything's dead, so I'm going to make my way over to Ilvem.
Okay, so yeah, combat ends. Everything's dead.
Yep. I will.
Except for this 1 mage that Ilvem has a boot on.
Will also walk over.
Okay.
Dusting ashes off my hands from the burning hands.
All right.
So, I want to start off by apologizing for that. But also, if you try anything, I will brutally murder you where you lay.
She looks like she's just got a bad sunburn because she got hit by just wrecked by a moonbeam.
Actually, while Ilvem's doing that, I'm gonna go loot the other wizard, the other mage.
Okay. You find on him not a lot. You found like 20 gold pieces.
Fuck yeah.
But you do find one of the
That's
things that was
fun.
not damaged by, like, a lot of what he was wearing is damaged by the fireball.
Of course.
One of the things that looks completely undamaged is an amulet that he is wearing.
Ooh, yeah, taking that.
It has like, it almost looks like in the shape of like a feather almost.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, Ilvem's.
And it smells like old. It smells like old wood, kind of like with a faint scent of alcohol to it.
Oh man.
Really cool.
The amulet of Molotovs.
I think I know what this is because I gave it to somebody in my Wild Moon campaign. I'm gonna start casting Identify on it while Ilvem's doing that.
Okay. Also, while you're standing actually by him, you can actually see several other things in the tent that you're standing by as well.
Okay, so I'll be ritually casting Identify. We'll look him through the tent.
Okay. All right. So you'll look through that and see what you can find. And Ilvem, so you are questioning this mage.
So I have some questions, and it would have been easier if we didn't have to do the fighting thing, but the fighting thing happened. So now I need you to answer my questions and not lie to me, and I will know if you lie to me. That is a promise. And then, lying again is going to equal the brutal murder of you.
Okay.
Great. So what are you guys doing at the Windwell?
You can see like a moment of hesitation as she tries to decide like what she wants to say, and just, we are attempting to harness the power of the Windwell.
And why are you doing that?
Our leader believes it will help him on his path to lichdom.
Is your leader here now?
Yes, he's inside.
He's inside. Lovely. Thank you.
He should be almost done with the ritual by now.
How many people are in there with him?
She thinks about it. She says there should only be a couple more mages inside in the laboratory.
Lovely, lovely. And you said he's almost done the ritual, so it is possible. How long did this ritual take?
It's taken us days to get everything set up and to get the crystals in place and to find the right. There was a lot of trial and error, but the ritual itself isn't that long.
Do you have any writings, any notes about how you've done the ritual?
In the laboratory, and she looks towards the remains of the tent that have been burned by Hannibal that Hannibal is currently picking through.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hey, Drew, do you have any questions off the top of your head?
So, like, almost done the ritual. What would happen if someone else were to, take their place before the ritual ended?
Well, you'd have to complete it. The ritual, I don't know. He's kept the details of the ritual from us so that no one can complete it instead of him.
That makes sense. Okay.
Are the
I only
materials
have
consumed by the ritual?
Oh, are there materials
what?
consumed?
Are the what?
Materials
You said
consumed.
the crystals.
Like the
I don't
crystals,
know.
yeah.
He's kept the details secret from us.
Okay, that's fair. One last question. Do you want to live or do you want to die today?
I'd like to live.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna remove my boot.
Okay.
You're gonna stand up.
Okay.
You're going to quietly leave.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, maybe stop being a bandit. Maybe don't work for a person who's trying to become a lich. I don't know. You seem capable. I mean, not that capable, but you could be in a bit of time and practice.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
But now also know if you do try to sneak on back in, I will kill you. All right, get out of here, champ.
Okay. And she's gonna get up and scurry off. And run back down the canyon.
Right in the back. Do I identify this amulet? And I have a feeling it is what I
So,
think it is.
I forget, can I identify multiple things at once?
So, identify. You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires to use, and how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells are affecting the creature, if any.
Okay. So you can identify the amulet at least. The amulet is an amulet of the drunkard.
Yeah, from the Wild Mount campaign book. Boom.
Yep. So while
Knew it.
wearing it, you can regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine.
Yeah, it's really
Amazing.
cool.
Once it is once the amulet is restored hit points, however, it cannot do so again until the next dawn. So the guy did use it when he drank the wine, trying
Hannibal
to heal
doesn't drink
himself.
alcohol, so I know who I'm giving this to.
Mhm.
Anything
And
else?
then as you're
anything else in the tent?
as you're poking through the tent, you find it's kind of ruined and on fire. You can like pat some of the fires out. You see like mostly burned provisions and like food that has been burned. Like some of it might be salvageable.
Nah.
But like kind of in the back, in a back section by a shelf, you can find let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 potion bottles that have burst from the heat.
Oh shit.
That you cannot really tell. Like if you took a second, like there's a little bit left, so if you really wanted to, you could probably find out, like taste and find out what they were.
Yeah, sure. Boop, boop.
Okay. 2 were healing potions.
Fuck.
One was an oil of sharpness, and one was a potion of invulnerability.
I was an alchemist once, and this was a really dumb idea to burn this tent.
But you do find on that same shelf, you do find a locked steel box as well. That looks like this one looks like the contents, like you don't see any damage like from the inside. It looks like the box managed to protect whatever's inside.
Padlock or like lock?
The lock is like set into the box.
Oh, I'm not artificer anymore, so I can't change my tools. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How heavy is it roughly?
Not very. It's about like this big.
Cool. Pick it up. I'm gonna walk outside with it and see if I can get Drew to heat metal on it or something to melt it open or something. And I'm gonna walk outside and go, oh, Ilvem, which of you, I forget, which one of you drinks alcohol the most?
Sid. Pretty exclusively Sid.
Okay, here you go, Sid. Amulet of the Drunkard to Sid. Every time you drink alcohol, you'll heal when you wear that. Only like once a day or so, though.
Oh, sweet.
I'm
Thanks.
going to cast a 2nd level Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And be like, okay, Drew, you should probably drink those potions. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Inside.
First,
We gotta interrupt the ritual.
First, I found this lockbox. There could be something worthwhile inside of it. It's locked, yeah.
Drusilla will pull out her chime of opening.
Yes!
That's right.
Yes.
Sam, would you? No, never mind.
Tink.
Would you just say I'd have enough time to do arcane recovery during all this?
That takes a short rest.
I
You
know.
haven't taken a short rest yet.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so you use the chime of opening, which bypasses that very difficult lock that would be very difficult to pick. So if you can find the key to this thing, first of all, this is a lockbox with a DC 22 lock.
Ooh. All right. When we're done dealing with the soon-to-be Lich.
You can find inside 2 potion bottles sitting side by side in like a bed of velvet.
Mm-hmm.
One. Let's see. Let me tell you what they look like really quick, so you can see if you can get some kind of hint. One bottle is filled with a glowing purple liquid, a very thick glowing purple liquid. The other one is transparent and has like what looks like a large sliver of fingernail is floating in it.
I am proficient in alchemist supplies. Could I try to identify these potions?
You can always do the
you
can do like the little taste test.
The automatic like figure out what this is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So the first one, the purple one, is a potion of maximum power.
What's that do?
So The first time you cast a damage-dealing spell of 4th level or lower within 1 minute after drinking the potion, instead of rolling dice to determine the damage dealt, you can instead use the highest number possible for each dice.
I have fireball
For each
up
die.
the sleeve.
So it
We
basically...
don't want to just send a fireball in there, though,
Just
because we don't want
for
to
future-
necessarily destroy
For
shit.
future.
Yes.
Yeah, basically it's and it only applies to 1, but yes, for the next minute, which as soon as you cast a damaging spell, it's just maximum damage.
Yeah, I'll take that one if everyone's okay with that.
And then the other one is a potion of storm giant strength.
Fuck.
For 1 hour, your strength score is 29.
Oh, can I have it?
Yeah, give it to Ilvem.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm not going to
If
use it
I
yet.
can have the Windwell power.
Potion of maximum power. Oh,
Okay.
I'm so excited. Oh, it smells of sugar and plum.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yes.
tastes like
Once
shit.
you open it up. Yeah.
And what else is that it? Anything else in the box?
Nope, that was it.
Okay.
Those 2 potion bottles that were like nestled side by side.
Okay, I'm just gonna toss the box away.
Okay.
That's insane.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have stone giant
Okay.
toenails, so I could try to replicate that potion
So,
eventually.
just to let you guys know, in there is someone who's on his way to Lichdom and a couple of mages. So we need to go in there, interrupt the thing so that Drew can harness the Windwell instead of Lich guy, and then also so we can do our job and get paid.
I have one request.
What's the request?
Can I have this person's head?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
You know what? What
Uh,
I don't know doesn't hurt me.
Exactly.
All right. As you're heading inside, Sid comes over from where he was dispatching an entire half dozen skeletons, and he's going to point out one of the wagons is gone, and we saw those tracks go off to the side. Just in case they end up coming back, do you want me to stay back and keep watch so you don't get attacked from behind?
That's smart. That's smart thinking.
Sid. Yes, thank you. Maybe
Very good.
bring Xandorn with you?
I
Or do you
think
want-
maybe Xenorn can
Yeah,
stay
I was
with
like,
us?
or do you want me to come with you?
I would prefer if Xanarn came with us, because like Xanarn was kind of the MVP of that fight.
Yeah. Also,
Alright.
yeah, let's just have Xenorn. I don't want to do this with 3 people.
Okay. So Sid will stay back. Sid will just say like, just message me or something if you need help, and I'll come running in.
Scream.
Maybe give Sid one of the healing potions just in case.
When
But also
Sid
Drew.
is the one with message.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I have sending. I can wait to send in to go, hey.
So you can also just like message all of you and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you doing good? You
just,
need me?"
just checking in.
You can reply.
Alright.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
wish I had
Drew
time. I wish I had
should
time.
probably heal.
Yes. I wish I had time
Oh
for
shit,
arcane
I should probably
recovery.
drink the potions now.
Yeah,
Sure,
drink some of those potions.
There's also the potion of vitality. Maybe
If you drink the potion of vitality first, will the other ones heal more?
they
That
do.
Is that
only
how
affects hit
vitality
dice.
works? Hit dice. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay,
So you can take
okay.
a short rest.
Okay, okay,
I will
okay.
drink 2 potions.
We don't have
So
time for
there's-
short rests.
So there's like, yeah, how many potions of healing were there? Because I gave one to Drew when she was unconscious.
There was
There
4,
was 4, so there's 3 left.
So now there's 1 left.
Yeah.
After you take 2.
because I will drink 2, and they're
Oof.
2d4 plus 2.
I'm at 20 of 33. I should be okay.
So that's 7 from the first one. And
I don't know if I get this was a bad call.
5
Yeah.
from the second.
None of these people are going to be hitting me with melee attacks.
I need to figure out what this 5th level spell scroll is that I have still.
Oh, that's right.
Just go back and watch the episode.
I don't remember what episode that was.
You got it as a reward
Yeah, I know.
for clearing out
The 3rd level
Master
one
Vara's
was
house.
yeah. The 3rd level one was Fireball.
Yeah.
The 5th level one was something real cool. I don't remember.
I'll see if I can remember. Okay. So, y'all heading in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yee.
Okay.
Mage armor's still up, thank God.
Yeah.
8 hours.
So, you all head inside. As soon as you get inside the Windwell, Was it animate objects? Was that what it was?
Yes. Thank you, Sam. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Okay. As soon as you get inside the windwell, you can tell that all that wind that's rushing up out of the like big chimney spout at the top is being pulled in through various openings in the structure itself, including this front door. So it's like wind is kind of blowing at your back. The entire interior of this place is affected by a strong wind.
Oh,
So,
gross.
Disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks. So spells are fine.
Oh, thank God.
And wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing.
Nice.
Extinguishes open flames, disperses fog, and makes flying by non-magical means nearly impossible. A flying creature in a strong wind must land at the end of its turn or fall.
What if my wings are incorporeal?
I think that you're fine then, yeah.
Good thing.
But this also means that as you enter in, that you can tell, like, just from like walking in here, the wind is rushing so loudly past you that there is no chance that anyone in here heard what happened outside.
Thank God.
It's good. Fireball's loud.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, just like listening, it would very much blend in with just the rushing wind of it.
Basically, shout to communicate, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I wish I had that.
So is it like a tunnel in, and then we're like eventually going to come into like a cavern-esque type thing?
So what you see is you walk in and it opens. It looks almost like carved out into like a structure. It looks like a building basically as you walk in. You enter into a first entry hall that continues onward, and up ahead in there you can see what looks to be like tables and desks and things like extra things that have been brought in after the fact, kind of like as you're peeking in that direction.
Feels kind of silly to bring a table in to try to write on in this windy place.
Oh, I lost my notes.
I'm just trying to think of a strategy here because I've got two thoughts.
I have very good thoughts.
Hannibal and Drusilla.
Now that I remember what this scroll is.
So my thoughts is like casting silence so it hits like the mages, and then not us, depending on how big the room is, and being able to just like fuck around. But then my other one is casting enhance ability on myself, because I have a fun grapple technique.
Do that. Do the fun one.
Okay. Then right here, I'm going to cast enhance ability on myself for strength.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Bull strength. Ow, fucking son of a bitch.
I can animate a huge object with animate objects. That's so much fun.
We should
House.
commission a like a life-sized elephant statue
And cast animate objects on it.
Yeah.
That'd be considered gargantuan. You can only do huge, I imagine. Up to huge, yeah.
Are elephants gargantuan? I thought they were just huge.
No, elephants are huge.
Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I really want to cast it on a house, though. Like a small house.
I am also going to swap to Strunk Ilvem.
Nice.
Okay.
And then
all
down the potion.
No, I'm not gonna down the potion. Yet.
Just dent all the armor you're wearing when you get swole. Yeah, I have nothing. Man, I just want to do arcane recovery.
Honestly, I really can't go into a fight unless I've done all of my buffs beforehand.
I have like no spell slots.
How are you looking for health, Drew? What? Oh,
I'm
half?
at half health.
Ew.
Okay, great. Love that. Really excited that this is how we're going into this. Up against a Lich.
Not yet a lich. Not yet a lich.
Not yet a Lich.
Hannibal's gonna be a lich.
I'm going to step in and instead take it from him.
Hannah Lich.
Well,
Lichable.
he's not turning into a Lich because of the Windwell. He's just using the power of the Windwell to fuel his Lich.
And then we'll help do the ritual so Drusilla can harness the power of it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
We're not good at line characters. We're neutral.
Okay.
But also, there's nothing inherently evil about it's evil that he's like, I'm going to become a lich, but there's nothing evil about harnessing the power.
I think of all of us, the druid would be the most
You could be a good lich.
good to harness the power.
There's some potential ethical dilemmas there, but nothing evil.
In Dungeons of the Mad Mage, there's a good aligned lich, I think, that looks like a butterfly. Anyways, we continue forward.
I just want to harness this fucking power. Let's go.
In what way are you? In what manner are you progressing into this space?
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go
because
second.
I'm probably sitting at the healthiest amount of
Drusilla can stay in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Lionel is
stand
third,
behind the 2 6-foot-tall siblings.
And then are we gonna try to like quietly make our way there so that they aren't alerted to us and we can maybe get a surprise round?
With this win for sure, yeah.
I would love to try to get a surprise round.
You will have advantage on stealth checks.
Cool beans.
Okay, let's do that.
It's technically disadvantage on perceiving you, but I'm just gonna make that advantage for you, so it's not confusing.
Thank God. Oh my God.
God bless.
With advantage, I got a 10. I rolled a 9 and a 10.
I rolled a 2 and a 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 and a 12. So I got a 14.
Okay. And then Xanorn got an 18. Okay, so that is a general party success. You're creeping forward.
Nice.
So, you make your way forward into what appears to be some kind of a laboratory.
Yes.
It is. You can see that it is a large. Yeah. Where am I? There we go. You can see that there are tables. It does look like there is like. It does look like there are like notes and things set up around here, but it looks like they are like pinned down to like tables and like boards and stuff in order to keep them from flapping around, as well as these very large dark purple crystals set into like brass fixtures. They're about like a foot wide and like 5 feet tall, set up kind of scattered around the room, and like various tools and things scattered around them. You can also see that there are you can see 3 people that look similar to the mages that you saw outside, kind of just like moving around doing research. And staying in the back of the chamber, you can see what appears to be some manner of undead, very pale skin, like close cropped hair, like sunken dark eyes, wearing studded leather armor and with a sword sheathed at its side. Just kind of standing there perfectly still, just observing.
What if it's Kilchris the Collector?
I was just thinking that. I should have asked the name of the leader. What a rookie fucking mistake. Ilvem would never have forgotten that. I, Florian, forgot it because I'm fucking brain dead.
This does not look like this one looks different than the one you fought in the outside the barn. Doesn't look quite as capable.
Oh, good.
Kill it.
Okay, let's do it.
I will follow your lead.
I would like, before we actually get into combat, now that we're like here, can I pop my wings and then initiate combat?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pop
So
my
you go
wings.
like around the corner and do it, yeah.
Yeah. Just whoop.
Okay.
Well, we're communicating with like hand signs, right? So we're not shouting.
Yeah,
wind.
because we're stealthing. We stealth real good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Radiant
Just like-
Soul activated. Okay.
Okay.
Was one of them like clearly the leader?
You don't see and it looks like beyond this room you can see what looks like a pair of stairs going up to a second floor, and then like a hall beyond
leader's
this.
up there.
Oh wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I
You are
misconstrued. I would like to not use my wings yet, then, please.
Okay.
We just want to
Oh, I
kill
see.
this undead really quickly and then go
Mhm,
and use my wings.
mhm, mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
I don't want to
like,
use my wings until we're at
Mhm.
the boss
Yeah.
fight.
It looks like you are not quite as far in as you could be.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Eldritch Blast.
Firebolt.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so let's roll. Well, let's roll initiative to start, and then get the surprise round in to see who is surprised, or they're all surprised, just to see what the order is.
10. I suck.
Oh, I just rolled my first natural 20 of the
I want
game.
to multi-class as a
Oh.
rogue.
I
I don't have enough decks. Never mind.
So I see your roll, Hannibal, and I raise you a crisp 5.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about that 21.
That's good.
I almost did the math wrong, though.
Okay. Last one.
I forgot I changed to strong. Ilvem.
Okay. So, So Ilvem got a what did you say? 21.
21.
Drew got a
5.
5.
5. Hannibal.
10.
Okay. Strong numbers all around.
Yeah, 21's pretty great.
Yeah.
We get a surprise round, so it doesn't matter. Ooh.
I mean, it'll matter for the rounds after our surprise round.
Unless they're all dead.
Possible. Okay. That'll bring us to Ilvem first.
Great. So how many are in this room again?
4. There's 3 mages and some sort of undead at the back of the room.
Okay, I am going to Eldritch Blast. How far away is the back of the room?
The back of the room for you is about 40 feet.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm still going to bonus action Hex the Undead
Okay.
for dexterity checks.
Okay.
Nope, it's going to be strength checks.
Okay.
I'm then going to Eldritch Blast
Okay.
the Undead.
All right.
If you don't mind, we'll just do that real quick.
Okay. Are
I'll
both of them going towards the undead?
Both of them going right to him.
Okay.
Just like, hello, my good bench. 15.
Yep, that hits.
Yes. Okay, and then 18.
Yep.
Great.
Just start things off with just a pair of Eldritch Blasts right to the face.
So 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 5. Nope, not plus 5. I don't have my wings out.
That's right.
So that is 12 force damage and 6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then 10 force damage and nope, that was wrong. 3 necrotic damage.
All right, starting off strong with 31 points of damage in the first round.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Feels fantastic.
And
And then I'm going to move 30 feet towards it.
Hannibal just comes around the corner, or Ilvem just comes around the corner, like holding their hand like this, just pop, pop.
And yeah,
Da-da-da-da.
my full movement towards it, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
You can just, like, you have to like leap over a table to get into like the middle of the room, basically.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I want to do it super cool. Can I do it cool?
Vault over a table. The other mages are just like, what? 2 of the mages go right after you, as they're just like, what?
Fuck.
And but they go there surprised, they don't get anything.
Ah!
Xanorn is gonna charge in and go for one of them and just start swinging swords.
Thanks,
Make
Zanny.
Make 3 attacks. Yep.
He's so hot.
No, that's 1 miss actually.
Use him as a meat
Or-
shield.
Definite smash.
Okay, 14 damage to that one. And then that'll make it the undead start. The undead shakes out of surprise and is ready to go. And then they'll bring it to Hannibal.
That was really cool. I'm gonna run and vault over the table as well.
Okay.
And as I'm vaulting over the table, firebolt at the undead.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Ooh, 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
17 plus 7, yeah. For 10 fire damage, just.
Okay, it's looking real not good already. Which will make it Drusilla's turn.
Did all 3 of the mages go, or just 2 of them?
Just 2 of them so far.
Oh, okay.
There's one that rolled lower than you.
Excuse me.
One is like still looking into like a microscope, basically, like with the wind and everything, just like has not realized that anything is happening.
I'm obsessed with
Get
that.
fucking annoyed. I'm gonna leave them alone, and I am going to scorching ray
Ooh.
Yes.
the undead and the other 2 mages.
Okay.
I love Scorpion.
Nice.
So for the undead,
Nat 20.
that is a 17 plus 7.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
hits.
same 24.
How do you guys have a +7 and I only have a +6?
Because I didn't multi-class.
Wait, that wouldn't affect anything. Oh wait, no, yes it would, because you get to increase your ability scores. You hit level 4.
When I got
So
rid of
then
Artificer.
mage 1
Mhm.
is a 18 plus 7.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And mage 2 is a 10 to hit.
That one will actually miss.
Yeah.
Well, can't win them all.
That must be
That was
nice.
So
Yeah, that was the one that that's the one that Xanorn just like showed up and carved up.
That was a mage. And
well, I didn't want to take Xanorn's kill away. So
I do.
so undead. Am I rolling each attack? Like
Yeah, they're all separate beams, so yeah, each separate
okay.
damage.
So undead takes 10 spicy damage.
Nice.
All right, the white is obliterated.
Oh,
Yarders!
thank God.
That really frees me up to do other things.
Y'all just showed up and just obliterated this thing, just focused fire on
I'd
it.
rather it be a white than a ghast, though.
Yeah.
Mage 1.
Yeah.
I am aghast quite frequently with your behavior.
How much?
7.
Me too.
7? Okay. All right. Good damage. All right. And then anything else?
I will stand at the entrance and look pretty.
Okay. Last mage is like, huh? What?
You're not gonna vault over a table like me and Ilvem?
No, because I don't have the advantage of height.
Just scurry under a table.
Yeah.
Do a Dukes of Hazzard slide under the table.
Nice.
All right. That'll bring us back at the top with Ilvem. There are 3
more.
mages left in the room.
I'm gonna move my hex to the mage that like just went, like the surprised mage that hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna send out 2 Eldritch Blasts to the 2 mages that have been hurt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll them.
Okay. The first one is not a lot. A 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And then the second one is a natural 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. So the first one
Massacre.
is going to take
Are we bad people?
and it's D6.
Yeah.
Not D6. Just 5 points of force damage.
Okay. So the first one, 5. All right.
And then the second one, nope. Fuck my drag. Is going to take 9 points of force damage.
All right. That one goes down.
Sorry, Xanorn.
No, that's the. Oh yeah, that is the one Xanorn's right next to. That'll make it. The other one you just hit will take a turn.
Here we go.
Can I get into, with my movement, can I get into melee with them?
Yes.
Then I would like to do that.
Okay.
Nice.
Wisdom saving throw.
For me?
Yep.
Full
Okay.
person.
Yep.
Uh, 12.
Failure. You are
Shit.
paralyzed.
That
Ah,
Lock up. Yeah, just lock in place. And that one is going to run 30 feet away, back towards the back end of the room.
I'm
Making it Xanorn's turn. Xanorn's just going to go for the one that hasn't been hit yet.
Mm-hmm.
And make some attacks. Oh, yeah. Yep. And yes. Oh, terrible damage. That's 5 plus 2, 17 damage to that one.
Jeez.
18 damage to that one. Okay. That'll bring it to Hannibal. Your turn. One's running and one's next to Xanorn.
Yeah, the one that's used concentrating on hold person on Ilvem. Firebolt.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't lose concentration, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Not as spicy. That's a 16.
That'll hit.
Yeah, right in the back.
Mm-hmm.
For 13 fire damage.
Okay, that one is just there's just like a flare of fire off his back as he goes down, and Ilvem, you just feel whatever it felt like, whatever was holding you in place just loosens and you can move again.
Thought.
There's other mages, right?
One more.
I'm gonna get within
Looking
melee.
real bad.
I'm gonna get within melee of it if I can.
Okay.
30 feet movement. Just.
All right. And then that'll bring us to Drew.
So I'm standing at the door looking pretty.
Mm-hmm.
How far is it between me and the stairs to go up?
Like 60 feet.
Wild shape.
And there's only one mage left, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to movement action dash
Okay.
to move 70 feet
Okay.
up
What?
towards the stairs.
All right. So you make your way up. You make your way about halfway up the stairs.
Cool.
I
Okay.
do.
And then that'll bring us to the mage's turn. We'll get it. The mage will get a turn.
Finally.
The one right next to Hannibal.
Yeah, hey, dickhead.
Yeah.
Smack the neck. That's what I want to do. Oh, fuck.
Reaches forward with a shocking grasp. That's a 23 to hit.
Not even with shield. No. No.
It's going to be 6 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Just tases you with lightning and then runs basically after Drew.
It'd be funny if I was vulnerable, because being a fish man. Can I do an attack of opportunity?
No, because you got hit by a shocking grasp.
Right. Fuck.
It removes your
reaction. Yeah.
But does Xanorn get an attack of opportunity?
He is next to
Xanorn
that
just
one.
attacked that
So
guy.
yes. And Xanorn is just and hits him and takes him down.
Yes.
That guy had 4 health left.
We just massacred potentially a bunch of civilians.
I kind of like that.
They're here literally helping someone become a lich.
Yeah. I'm gonna look
they're
at.
not
Also, we're not good
soldiers.
people.
Yeah, exactly. As Drusilla's like running for the
They're
stairs,
mages.
I'm gonna quickly look at those notes that are like pinned to the tables.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check with disadvantage because you're trying to like quickly scan through all of this stuff.
Ooh, with disadvantage, that is a 7 plus 6 for a 13.
Okay. Basically what you can glean just from like a quick glance over all of these notes and everything is that these crystals that are in here appear to be part of some kind of ritual. They're based on the notes you can see there are more of them, presumably in the Faron chamber where the like nexus of power is. And you can see that what they do, a very basic idea of what they do is they condense down the power into a like tangible mote of energy that can be manipulated and then used for something. You don't really like, you don't have enough time to like get an idea of the use.
Then as I'm running past each one, can I just like rip it off like the pin and just like shove it in my pockets? Each note.
There's like a lot of them. They're like spread out over all these tables. So you have to like take time to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Sure,
They've got like, okay. So you're doing that. What is Ilvem doing? Aside from being frozen.
I'm
There.
going after Drew because we're here to fight.
I don't
Okay.
know why I found that so funny.
So then Hannibal catches up. Eventually Xanorn runs after. All of you proceed forward. You get up to the... Who's going up
Quietly.
the stairs? Who's going up the stairs and who's going... Is everyone going up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite as quiet as
Is
possible.
there
look-
another way to go?
It basically looks like there's like a doorway. There's like two sets of stairs and then a doorway underneath, like between the two sets of stairs.
I'll take the doorway.
Okay. All right. So you all proceed forward into another room. This one very large with a vaulted ceiling. The second floor appears to basically be like a loft with arched walkways going across from the left and right sides of the room. And standing, you can see the other side of the room is a very large set of stone double doors. And standing at the one is standing in front of the doors, and there's one standing up on the walkway. You can see these very like gangly undead creatures hold like that appear to have like armor grafted into their being. Like they have a helmet that's like attached on, and pauldrons and like arm plates, and each one of them appears to be holding long swords in each hand. There's one standing on top of the walkway and one standing in front of the door, and it looks like the room is about 150 feet long, and there is really no way to. It's just open, so there's really no way to hide coming in here.
Can I? No, they're still too far away. I have to recast it. That sucks.
So there's one on the ground floor and there's one on the up
Yeah,
top?
this is all basically one room. So Hannibal's on the ground floor. Everyone
Yeah.
else is kind of up in the loft. And that is actually where we're going to pick up
Yeah.
next week.
Fuck.
But you can see like openings, almost like windows at the very tops of the stone doors, and you can see like a slight green glow, the same color as the tendrils you saw coming off the top of the structure.
Our last session before the new year.
Okay, that
next
feels like
week.
the correct place to go.
Yeah, it seems like that's probably the last room.
And what a good session next week to end for the year too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
The true
All right.
harnessing the power of the Windwell.
All right. So thank you for joining us, everybody.
Trying.
Yeah.
We'll see. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We will see you next week for the finale of the Windwell. Thank you, chat, for participating and talking. We always appreciate it.
Yes.
We will see you next week.
Bye.
everyone.